What's up, Greg? New technology truly fascinates me. A new gadget being introduced to the world has the potential to change the way we live, learn, and communicate. Or, more interestingly, it could flop and become a laughingstock of the internet. Which is why a few weeks ago, I was thrilled to discover the unveiling for a project called the Humane AI Pin. This might be the worst product presentation I've ever seen for one of the strangest products I've ever seen. Apparently, Humane AI is a new tech startup founded by two former Apple employees and current lovers, Imran Chowdhury and Bethany Bongiorno. Their mission is building innovative technology that feels familiar, natural, and human. Okay, first thing that's sticking out to me is that none of those words were useful. Also, do I really want my technology to feel more human? I've never wished my MacBook to be more fleshy. Also, Humane AI is such an unsettling name for a company. I'm sorry. You lost me right off the bat. I feel like the only times I ever even hear the word humane is when we're talking about like factory farming or something. Don't worry, dude. When this AI takes over, it is going to be super humane in the way it slaughters us. It will not violate the Geneva Convention, unlike other AIs, Siri. All right, let's go ahead and watch the product presentation and let's see if you think it's as weird as I do.
Welcome to Humane.
Thank you.
This is the Humane AI Pin.
Cool.
It's a standalone device and software platform.
So the intro does have a very threatening aura about it, doesn't it? The sterile white room. They're both so serious and they're unboxing a mysterious device. I feel like I'm about to be tortured for information. Ugh. What is that? This is the Humane AI Pin, and it is the last thing you will ever see. Ah!
It's a standalone device and software platform built from the ground up for AI.
Okay, so it's some kind of mobile device. It's built from the ground up for AI, and I'm very excited for them to tell us what that means.
It comes in 3 colorways.
Okay.
Got Eclipse, Lunar, and Equinox.
Those are not colors.
There's 2 pieces, a computer and a battery booster. Now, the battery booster powers a smaller battery inside the main computer.
Okay, great. What does it do?
And this is how we achieve our all-day battery life.
Oh, great. It's got all-day battery life. That way you can spend all day.
There are no wake words, so it's not always listening or always recording. In fact, it doesn't do anything until you engage with it.
Okay, thank God. So it doesn't record me. That's good to know. For a second, I was worried that it almost had one feature. Who is this for? What kind of person needs to hear about what colors a device comes in before they'd even consider hearing about what it actually does? Also, 2 of the colors are black. You designed 3 colors and 2 of them are black. You couldn't come up with a 3rd color? Also, I'm sorry because I know that not everyone is super comfortable in front of a camera. It's not a skill set everyone has. But maybe you guys should have like hired a spokesperson or something instead of letting the world's 2 sleepiest CEOs do this product demo.
Now, the battery booster powers a smaller battery inside the main computer.
Are they okay? This thing has all-day battery life. That's because it actually feeds on your life force. I've had mine on for 3 months, and you probably can't even tell the physical toll it's had on me.
And your engagement comes through your touch, voice, gesture, or the laser ink display.
Whoa, wait, okay. Holy cow. We have a feature. It actually does something. I will admit I was not expecting that. Why didn't you lead with that? I mean, I don't know what that is or what it does, but at least it's something. It looks futuristic. I don't know about the name laser ink display though. That doesn't sound very futuristic.
The laser ink display.
Sounds like a printer.
It also comes with its own connectivity built right in. Our own Humane network, connected by T-Mobile.
Our very own network. That is T-Mobile's network.
We were able to pack a lot of technology into something really small.
Tell me about it, dude. I can barely even count all the technologies you put in this thing. You got the laser ink display, all-day battery, black. Is that a technology? They continue for a while just using buzzwords and vague expressions to explain what this thing does until like 3 minutes into the video when they finally give us a demonstration of something tangible this thing can do.
Play the song How Music Makes You Feel Better.
Doesn't look like it's making him feel better.
We've partnered with Tidal, which you get out of the box.
Okay, finally, we know one thing it can do. It can play music. And not just how you would normally listen to music either. You can give it little riddles to try to figure out what songs you want it to play.
Play music written by Prince, but not performed by Prince.
Give me songs written by first-born left-handed British women who have never been to Ibiza that weren't released on weekends or holidays. Can Alexa do that? I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever tried before.
Got my music controls. If I go to the left, I can go back. If I was to go down, I can pause.
Wow, okay, that actually does look a lot more convenient than using Tidal on my phone, but only because I don't have Tidal on my phone. After this, we do start to get some truly incredible demos using this product's advanced AI.
When is the next eclipse? Where is the best place to see it?
The next total solar eclipse will occur on April 8th, 2024. Best places to see it are Exmouth, Australia, and East Timor.
Huh, that's weird. This NASA article says that eclipse that's happening on April 8th is actually not going to be visible in Australia. It's only going to be visible from like the US. It actually seems like it's going to be nighttime in Australia during the eclipse. Well, what are you going to do? I mean, they're a technology company. They're not a space company. What would you expect them to know about the moon? They only named all of their colors after it.
How much protein?
These almonds have 15 grams of protein.
Great.
Those almonds for sure do not have 15 grams of protein. An entire cup of almonds has 20 grams of protein. This dude was holding like 9 almonds. Did I think he was asking about his whole hand? Because that actually might be accurate.
I'm gonna eat it.
Enjoy it.
Guys, I hate to say it, but I don't think your thing works. You only asked it to do a couple things and it got 2 of them wrong. He does do a demo where he sends a text later in the video and that seems to work.
Tell Andrew I'll be there later tonight.
But to be fair, we never see the person receive the text. I got a weird text from Imran that just says, learned how to go potty big boys style. Interestingly, after people started to realize that all of the information in this demo was wrong, they actually re-uploaded the video pretending that the pin gave the correct answer the entire time.
How much protein?
A half a cup of almonds has 15 grams of protein.
Don't believe it. That's humane propaganda.
The AI pin allows you to shop in the real world. How much is this online?
This is $28 online.
Great. Buy it.
That one is super confusing. It doesn't give you any information on where it's getting that price, where you're buying it from, when it will arrive. I feel like you need to give it at least some specifics, otherwise it's definitely gonna mess up your order. Go ahead and buy this book.
Sending to Sudan.
No, send it here.
You didn't specify. Sending to Sudan.
Shit. Now, if you're wondering how you can get one of these things, the prices range from $700 to $800 for the more expensive colors. And they're estimated to ship in March of 2024. Now, you might be thinking the price of $700 is a little bit high for this thing, but think about it this way. What other product on the market can so accurately tell you how many grams of protein aren't in 9 almonds? Okay, they've also got this little short film about the human experience using their AI pin.
Isn't life about what we experience? What we smell?
Can I eat this?
Yes, dragon fruits are low in sugar.
What is this thing, my mom? Can I drink this? Not before you finish your vegetables. And say please next time. What did you just call me? I am your pin, young man. Dude, I want to buy this thing just for that feature. I want to hold every object, creature, and human in front of this thing and ask if I can eat it. Do you need something from me? Can I eat that? Analyzing. Oh, no, you can't eat me. I'm a person, so. High fat content detected. Rude. 1 gram of protein detected. That can't be right. Tiny balls detected. All right, what the hell? Enjoy it. Yes, yummy. Wait, stop. No, you cannot eat me. I'm a human. All right, man, who do you think I'm gonna trust? You or my $700 pin? Last time I checked, this pin doesn't have tiny balls. This thing tells me what to eat, when to eat. It even suggested this very fashionable outfit I'm wearing today. Is that why you're not wearing pants? They're in Sudan.
What we hear?
Hey, what should I get here?
我在这里该点什么呢？
What is this interaction? Who are those people? Does he know them? Man, if he's in a different country where he doesn't speak the language, I would not trust that pin. Based on everything we've seen so far, who knows what it's saying to these people?
我在这里该点什么呢？
What we see?
Capture this.
Dude, parents are gonna love that feature. Me walking around a park with my AI pin. Capture this baby. Capture. Kidnap this child. So after watching all of this, I have two thoughts. The first being, maybe someday this will be like a revolutionary product that changes the way we all interact with each other. Maybe we're just seeing some hiccups now, but a few product generations down the line, this thing is really gonna take off. It'll be more refined. It will know where the moon is. But the second thing is, I have a lot of questions about this product. For one, how is this better than the phones we have now? More specifically, why can't all of the features of this thing just be built into one app in a phone? And what if you don't want to be talking to your chest every time you need to Google something or text someone? Well, this thing started to pick up some traction online, and eventually the founders ended up on CNBC, where the hosts seemed to have a lot of the same questions.
Doing this right now is Imran Chaudhry. He's chairman and president of the company. And Bethany Bongiorno, she's the CEO.
We're also very scared of them. That's why we've sat them as far away from us as we physically can. We actually ordered this giant table when we found out they were coming.
I don't know if can we get the camera so people can see just what we're talking about in case?
Imran, you can't see as much because it's black, so it blends in with your jacket. It's black.
Imran's just sitting there like...
It's Eclipse. It's privacy first, so it's not always recording. It's actually just doing things when you want it on demand.
Is it doing something right now, or are you recording us?
It's not. It's doing nothing right now.
I get a little sense of pride when he says that. It's actually doing nothing right now.
It's doing nothing right now.
After years of research and millions of dollars spent, we finally designed a pin that does nothing.
It's doing nothing right now.
You might think that's a bad thing, but you've never met this AI. It's evil.
Turn around, maybe you can get that on camera.
Oh, yeah. I see your hand. Yes. Keep doing it. I see your hand.
Can you see
What's
that?
Yeah, what's that telling you?
Oh God, dude, I do feel for him. I mean, these people are not like media trained, I feel like. They really should have hired a professional spokesperson, because I feel like they're just so out of their depth. He's got like the worst camera angle possible to show this thing off. His hand is shaking. Imagine a little alert pops up on the screen that's like, high heart rate detected. Is Squawk Box the name of this show? I'm not familiar with it. I never heard of this before. Or is this some kind of jab at their device? Formal Apple designers peddle their snake oil Squawk Box.
You can use it however you want.
Like what? What? Tell me something you would use that for.
Okay, it sounds like this host is thinking the exact same thing as me. What is it? Tell me one thing. Then they just start like drilling them. They don't even let either of them finish answering their questions. They just like are bombarding them with reasonable questions about this device.
That you've got in, stuff that you do just all the time.
How would I know without seeing a screen?
A user LED called.
So that's what I want to ask you about.
This is brutal, man. Let the poor guy speak. Just at least let him finish answering your questions, man. I mean, he's not actually gonna answer them. He's probably just gonna say AI over and over, but just let him finish his sentence.
Sometimes I'll be at a meeting, right? And I'm sneaking under the desk to look at my email because and I can't say, hey Siri, tell me my email.
I mean, that's actually a really good point. The only way to interact with this device is to talk to it or to use this weird, clunky laser jet display, which I don't even think you can type on. So if you want to text someone, you have to say it out loud, which just does not seem practical at all. So is this device gonna revolutionize technology as we know it? There's probably only one way to find out, and that's that I'm gonna have to buy it and review it when it comes out. So let me know if you guys want me to do that, and maybe I will. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Okay, I actually did shave my head, but isn't that a great title? How crazy would that be if I actually did that? If I actually came on here and my hair was still long and I was like, yep, the whole thing was a farce. I faked my own Instagram photos. I got my friends to fake their wedding photos just for a video. I somehow have like the best filter on any video ever that's like the most convincing head shaved filter. I come on here, my hair's actually longer than it was before. It's like down to my shoulders. That's right, I actually got my hair lengthened. I'm like putting my hair up into a little bun at the start of the video. Well, everyone, welcome back to another video on this very fine day on the second channel. Got a little bit of sparkling water here, which I will be blurring. No free promo for you, vague sparkling water company. I have to say, a lot of people probably saw I was just in Europe for a couple weeks, and I think possibly one of my favorite parts of the whole trip, aside from like my friends getting married, was that like every restaurant just like automatically serves sparkling water. They come around and they're like, you guys want sparkling water? And you're like, hell yeah, and they bring it over. I was sipping this the whole time I was gone, dude. I was getting goofy and wacky, quite frankly. We are gonna be doing another subreddit video here today, so let's go ahead and click on top, and let's click on of the month. I don't remember the last time I did a subreddit video, but I feel like it was like a month ago, so let's freaking get into it. Oh, and the very first post is about how me and Laura ran a marathon. Wow, thank you guys. Yeah, it's just a picture of us both holding our medals, and I'm sure the caption is also congratulating us, so. Oh yeah. Danny ran so fast his hair is still at the starting line. I actually broke the world record for a marathon. Not for the speed or anything, not my time. I just broke the record as the first person to run so fast that my hair was actually shorter at the finish line than it was at the starting line. No one's ever done that before. At this point, we need a hair mega thread, LOL. Yeah, so it's my understanding that after I posted pictures of my newly shaved head, the subreddit was just in disarray. People like could not stop posting about it. Every single post was just being like, why'd he do that? What's wrong? What happened? It's been an interesting couple of weeks to see how people have reacted to me cutting my hair. Not just on the subreddit, but like every single social media I have, the comments are, quite frankly, they're unhinged. If we go to this TikTok I posted with my freshly shaved head, the top comment is, Danny, you better be joking, hell nah. And that has 38,000 likes. We have no Danny, Danny Y, no. I mean, just scrolling down here, you can see the reception was lukewarm at best. Please tell me it's just a prank, bro. I need to know it's just a prank. Danny Y. That seems to be the overwhelming sentiment, is people just like wondering why I did this. So look, do you want me to tell you why I shaved my head? Do you need an explanation? Do I even want to give an explanation? Honestly, it's my hair. Do I need to explain every like minor change to my appearance that I make? All right, I'll tell you. Honestly, there's not really any big reason to it. I think I got the idea because last time I got my hair cut, I was talking to my barber. I was telling him I was running a marathon soon, and on the way out, he was like, well, if you want to, you know, shave your head or anything right before the marathon, let me know. Come back in and I'll shave your head. And I think he was just joking, but it kind of got me thinking like, huh, maybe I do want to shave my head before the marathon. It also got me thinking like, is that a thing? Like, why did he say that? Was it to be like more aerodynamic, or does he think I would look good with a shave? I don't know. To this day, I still don't know what he meant. But it did get me thinking, and I was like, I never have shaved my head before. I wonder what it would look like. I don't even know what the shape of my head is. My hair's always been pretty long. What if I shave my head and I have this like insane shaped head? What if I look like one of those like ancient Mayan skulls they find that are shaped like alien skulls? It's possible. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to see what it would look like, and I also wanted to do something kind of crazy for the marathon just to kind of like match the intensity of the marathon. I wanted an intense haircut. I just wanted to do something crazy for the marathon. Also, I thought it would be kind of funny. I thought it would be funny to see how I would look with a bald head, because I thought I would look pretty goofy. And I thought it would be funny to see how people reacted to me shaving my head, and it was pretty funny. I mean, most of the reactions are pretty funny. They're just like people being like, oh, whoa, like super surprised. I will say, even though I did do it a little bit just to see people's reactions, some people's reactions were too much. There were definitely people that I did not realize were a little bit too invested in like what my hair looks like. So that is, you know, that's good to know going forward. You guys are haters. He looks good. Yeah, no, for real. I was pleasantly surprised. I think he looks fire. No, he doesn't. Don't give him any ideas. Nobody say anything nice about him. He might keep it. Next video, I tricked everyone into thinking I cut my hair. That is gonna be the title of this video. So, kind of an epic comment moment. I was looking at my grandpa's army company photo from 1957, Fort Dix, New Jersey, and found Danny. Okay, yeah, I see it. Honestly, the smile I think is what's throwing me off a little bit. Like, that doesn't really look like how, well, I kind of do smile like that sometimes as a joke. I kind of like, but it looks like he smiles like that for real. I don't think he's doing it ironically. I don't think he's doing like an ironic army photo shoot. If I was really in the army, I'd probably smile like this. Unless I was really scared. I feel like I would probably be pretty scared in the army. Then I might smile like this. That does kind of look like how he's smiling. He's like me, but scared. This has got to be one of the best ones I've seen, LOL. 95% of the time, I never see the correlation between the Danny clones and the actual Danny. But damn, this one is spot on. Okay, I mean, I fuck with it. If everyone else sees it, I'll agree. You could literally post a picture of like an otter and say, this looks like me. And if it got enough upvotes and enough people agreed, I would probably get on here and be like, I guess I see it. Yeah, sure, of course. I also am like a little water weasel. I hold hands with my wife as we float down the river together. I'm an otter. Yeah, I forget. I guess I always forget about that. Thank you. We're getting some critical thinking in the subreddit. I saw some people when I posted my most recent main channel video being like, look, he didn't really shave his head. He didn't really shave his head. Oh, look, I know we just got back from vacation like 2 days ago. So he probably filmed this video before vacation, meaning before he shaved his head. But this means he didn't shave his head. Y'all gotta use some critical thinking, man. Junior Sean, you are critical. You have a critical brain. My praying mantis loved Danny and he just died, so I'm posting this to honor him. Aww. Wow, what a sweet little guy. There he is. There he is. Well, I'm sorry about your praying mantis, dude. It looks like he's been, you know, following me for a while, honestly. He's been kind of a Greg since whenever I posted this video, like 2 years ago. How long do praying mantises live? Larger species may live 4 to 6 months. I guess it is an insect. I assumed he's been alive for years and he's been like following me all this time. He's kind of a newer fan, all things considered. 4 to 6 months? Yeah, honestly, he hasn't even really been with me through thick and thin. He hasn't really like seen the ups and downs of my channel. I was thinking this guy was like a long-term fan, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's sad that he died, sure. No, I'm sorry about your praying mantis. That is sad. I hope that you're able to buy a new one that is better. I hope that your next one is better. I'm sorry for your loss. He was a true Greg, frowny face. It did seem like he was a Greg, to be fair. Actually, all the videos are full screen. I wanted to look to see if he had notifications on, but rip Danny. Hope the praying mantis is doing well, though. Oh, the praying mantis didn't die. I did. My praying mantis loved Danny, and he just died, so I'm posting this to honor him. Damn, I'm sorry for your praying mantis that his favorite creator just died, dude. That sucks. Literally any white guy. Is it just me, or does he look like Danny? That's me, too, honestly. Any white guy or, you know, otter that the subreddit posts, this is me. They look just like me. It's like looking in a mirror. Guys, Danny was in Europe for a wedding. Let's go. That's right, folks. I was in Europe for Curtis and Jetta's wedding. It was the most beautiful wedding in the world. Holy cow. I'm so happy for them. Honestly, they're the best. I'm honored that I got to be there. It was literally like the best trip of my whole life. So Curtis and Jetta, thank you for inviting us. It was the coolest thing ever. We went to like Paris and Nice and then 2 different places in Italy. It was like the most beautiful trip ever. It was so pretty. I haven't been to Europe since I was a little kid and Laura had never been before. So it was very cool to like explore and travel because we haven't gotten to do that in a while. Yeah, it was super cool. Oh my gosh, dude, so much has happened since the last time I did a subreddit. We haven't even talked about the ghost video either. But yeah, Watcher, who if you don't know is a channel run by Shane and Ryan from BuzzFeed Unsolved, asked if I wanted to do a ghost hunting video with them because of my ghost hunting video. So maybe that's gonna happen at some point. We're still kind of like working out the details, so we'll see if that happens. But honestly, that sounds incredible, dude. I would love to do that. It was really fun doing the ghost hunting stuff. Even though like I don't particularly believe in ghosts, really. I'm open to them, obviously. That's kind of why I did the video, because I was like, I wonder if I'll see anything. It's just kind of fun to do it and experience it, because people do have some like insane stories from ghost hunting. So let's just say I'd like to create some insane stories of my own. Why is Danny's hair back in his newest video? Critical thinking alert, critical thinking alert. You need to think critically alert. My sister's birthday cake, it slays. We ate around the face and now it's in my freezer. Oh my God. Holy cow. I like this, honestly. I love it. The dedication, the craftsmanship. This is a beautiful cake. I am kind of wondering, did you alter the colors of this picture at all? Why do I have like red bags under my eyes? Do I just look like that? Is that just how I look? And they said they ate around the face and now it's in the freezer. Oh God, that's terrifying. What the hell, dude? I take it all back. I hate the dedication. Terrible idea. It's weird, all of the things that you don't think about when you're an influencer, like statistically at any given time, there's probably like X amount of people watching one of my videos somewhere in the world. But this is definitely a new one. Like at any given time, there could be like my face in someone's freezer. It's just one of those things you don't really think about. I can't get over this ghost hunting angle. Yeah, honestly, shout out to what's this dude's name? Francois Bourgeois. I think maybe out of all of the ways I could have pronounced that, that was maybe like the worst. No, wait, why did I say Francois? His name's Francis. What the fuck? Francis Bourgeois. He's a train TikToker and he uses this angle all the time in his train videos. I was like, this is like the perfect angle, I feel like, for this video, because Jake was holding the camera. No matter where he is, I can always have a camera angle of my face to show like my reaction to things. Also, one of the top 10 moments of the video, me like sniffing the pee, that camera angle came in so clutch, dude. That might be the best shot I've ever gotten in a video. Me just sniffing pee? What's better than that, huh? Just Danny bent over sniffing a pile of piss. Oh baby, now this is a meme, dude. When I say, can we get some memes in the subreddit? This is what I mean. New, fresh meme format straight out of the oven. Look at this. It's me opening a drawer with me in it, and I say, instead of no Bible, no hair. That's a meme format right there, all right? This is what I'm talking about. Upvote this more. How many upvotes does this have? 1,000? This should have at least, how many people are there in the subreddit? 122,000? This should have at least 122,000 upvotes. This is a good meme right here. Dear Danny, my birthday is today. You're invited. Time right now. And I posted it 24 days ago. Shit. Danny looks like Dream, or is this another prank? I've seen people saying that. I don't think I look anything like Dream. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see it at all. Like, we don't even have the same color hair. It's like a different shade of brown, drastically different faces. We're both just two normal looking guys, all right? And if being normal makes you look exactly the same as someone, then I look like everyone. I look like everyone then. Guys, I think all of Greg should stop posting RIP Danny's hair type posts. He likes his hair. I didn't say I like it, but I do agree. And I feel like it could be hurtful with all the negativity that people are putting on. That's a very nice comment, and I do agree. I think that maybe it's too many comments about my hair. You know, I don't really think it's gotten to me that much, but I would just urge people to think about, like, if you made a change to your appearance and you like posted it on Instagram, and then you got like a comment that was just like no, and it got like 37,000 likes, what does that do to you? Again, people are mostly just joking and like kind of in shock, so I get it. I think generally I probably commented a little bit too much on my own appearance in videos. I make videos talking about doppelgangers and like having a young face. So I feel like to an extent, I've probably like invited it a little bit, but I think going forward, I'm probably not gonna react to as much stuff about my appearance because, you know, it's just my face, man. Pay attention to the content, you know? Pay attention to the memes, pay attention to the jokes. I should be able to have like newts for hair and nobody comments on it. People, just listen to what I'm saying, all right? That's the point of the videos. Danny gotta update his profile picture. Honestly, should I? I do need a new profile picture, honestly. I'm not gonna make it this, but at some point I'm gonna need a new profile picture. Not that I'm committing to this hairstyle, that's not why. I just think that I need a new one because I've had this profile picture for so long. I'm wearing one of these like scooped neck t-shirts. Those aren't even like a thing anymore. It's like a t-shirt made for Squidward. Says I'm not gonna comment about my appearance anymore and then immediately reacts to something. Roasting my own shirt. The bald trinity. Yes. The prophecy is coming to fruition. Now I just need to get the other two to shave their heads. Or I'll do it myself. And the prophecy will be complete. Okay, I think that's enough for the top of the month. Let's see if there's anything hot right now. Anything good that people have been talking about lately. If I introduce my girlfriend to Danny's videos, does that make our relationship incestuous because all Gregs are blood related? Technically, yes. As long as she wasn't related to you before you introduced her to the videos, I'll make an exception just this once. I can tell you really like her, so you're good. All right, well, I think that's it for all the memes and goofs and wackiness for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. What's up, Greg? I was not expecting to make a video today, but I've been getting so many DMs about this situation that I had to stop what I was doing. I had to put down the very important things that I was doing to sit down and make an emergency video! This is an emergency video, folks. Literally like 90% of my DMs have been about this for the past 2 days, so I had to come on here and let everybody know that Merge Mansion, the game whose ads I've made a few videos about, has gotten Pedro Pascal in an ad. I am making this video to let you all know that Pedro Pascal is in a Merge Mansion ad. Actually, he's in 2. So you guys probably remember I made a video on this channel about Merge Mansion in the past, and then I actually made a second one on my second channel that probably not all of you have seen when they got Kathy Bates to play the live action version of the grandma in their ads. If you don't know, Merge Mansion is like this home gardening fixer-upper type game where you inherit an old mansion, I think, and you're like upgrading it and you're doing gardening and stuff like that. But then also all of the ads have this like murder mystery element to them, and I don't know if the game has that in it. I still refuse to play the game. I'm not gonna play it. I don't want these ads to work on me, all right? My mind is an impenetrable fortress today, okay? I'm not falling for these ads. I see ads like this where a company is trying something fun and exciting, trying to shove their game down my throat, and I say, no, I'm not falling for this advertisement. I'm gonna see a commercial for Coca-Cola and then drive to the gas station and make an impulse purchase like a normal person. Anyway, I'll show you the first of the ads now. It's called A Twisted Game.
Honestly, I don't even know where to start. On the surface, you've got this perfectly normal family.
Okay, so this ad introduces a new character to the Merge Mansion lore, which I am a little bit familiar with, honestly, more familiar than I would like. So what I know so far is that the granny has murdered somebody. I cannot figure out from the ads who she's murdered, and I don't think that it's even answered in these ads, honestly. She's murdered someone, and then her granddaughter, who is the younger woman character in this game, is like slowly uncovering clues to what's going on. Now we've got Pedro Pascal in here, and he's playing Detective Tim Rockford, and he's come in to try to crack the case open.
On the surface, you've got this perfectly normal family. A young girl, her grandmother. You know, this is apple pie America.
A girl and a grandma. That's apple pie America, baby. Nothing more American than a girl and her grandma. Sorry, Europeans. Sorry, anyone anywhere else in the world. Actually, I don't know why I singled out Europe. Sorry, anybody anywhere except for America. You can't relate to apple pie or grandmas. We made them up. And just like everything else in American culture, it is starting to kill people. Please help.
It's like everybody is hiding something.
There's no body, no smoking gun, just a lot of knives.
See, this is where it loses me. The whole ad is framed as a trailer for a not real movie or TV show where Pedro Pascal is trying to figure out what's going on inside this home. I'm not sure what this lady is. I think it's like maybe a true crime podcast. So now we're not only getting like an investigation into the case, but we're also getting someone to comment on it. And then you guys are also getting someone to comment on both of those things. I like the true crime podcast element to it, honestly. It adds a fun little flair to it. What confuses me most is like, what do you mean there's no body?
There's no body.
Can you please explain to me what the crime is that you guys are trying to solve? Was someone murdered or not? Who was it? Just say it one time in one of the ads. Say who was murdered.
No smoking gun, just a lot of knives.
No murder weapons, unfortunately, just a shit ton of knives. So unfortunately, nothing suspicious has been found yet. Just a freakish obsession with knives and not cooking knives. These are knives that are sold to be weapons.
There's no body, no smoking gun, just a lot of knives.
The fact that she's like, there's no smoking guns, it's just knives, makes me think that by like no body, she also means like, we can't find a body. The only thing we found is this skeleton. Super confusing. I'm worried that people are gonna think that I'm like sponsored by Merge Mansion by keep continuing to make videos about Merge Mansion. I'm not, okay? I'm not gonna play this game. I would be lying if I said that my curiosity wasn't piqued at least a little bit by this ad, because I'm like, who died? Who died and how did they die? How is knives not evidence? There's knives everywhere. They find them on every surface in this house. That's not evidence? Is the investigation to figure out if there even was a crime? Can you call 911 to be like, hey, a crime happened. Can you come figure out what it is? I don't know. I feel like I've been victim to some sort of injustice. I'm not sure what, but there's knives everywhere. Please come. That'd actually be an insane new genre of YouTube videos. You've heard of BuzzFeed Unsolved? How about BuzzFeed Unfound? We haven't even found the crime yet, let alone solve it. Okay, here's the next ad. It's called Think Like a Grandma.
I was finally in, but still couldn't put the pieces together. What am I missing? Crime scene? Weapon?
You're missing a crime, I think. I still couldn't put the pieces together. What crime was I solving? What am I doing here? Who's this girl and this grandma? What is my job?
To catch a grandma, you have to think like a grandma.
Oh shit, okay, so that looks like some evidence there. A boiling pie? So maybe there was a crime committed, I admit it. Maybe somebody was murdered and then Granny made a pie out of him. Good old apple pie America, you know? You got loving granddaughter, murderous grandma, and pie grandpa. Nothing more American than that, baby. God bless America.
Think.
Another thing you'll notice is that Kathy Bates is not the grandma anymore. I don't know who that lady is, but that's not Kathy Bates. So they, I guess, could not afford to hire Kathy Bates and Pedro Pascal at the same time, which would be a pretty crazy collab. I guess it's probably not called collabs when it's like a movie or an ad. But this must be super confusing for the detective too. He gets pictures of all of the suspects and the grandma looks like Kathy Bates, and then he gets there and this is the grandma. He's like, okay, I was solving a murder, but now we have to solve like who you are. You shapeshifter. What are you?
Think. What would grandma do?
He doesn't know the crime yet. That's why he's saying, what would a grandma do? What sort of crimes would a grandma commit? Tax evasion? Turning her husband into a pie? Maybe they just live in a small town where literally nothing is going on. And so he's like, I'll put police tape up at some old lady's house and harass her. Sure, what the hell? Just try to figure out what crime she may have committed in her past. That's a cool little touch too, where it like turns into the video game graphics at the end there. And this is an homage to one of the earlier ads too that I covered in the first video. Anyway, either way, some pretty insane marketing. People have been talking about this nonstop, at least in my DMs, and I've seen people talking about it on Twitter too. And also this ad from 4 days ago has 7.4 million views, which is pretty crazy. All of their other ads have like maybe 20 to 60,000 views. So getting our boy Pedro in there really pushed the ad. Now, a lot of the discourse that I've seen around this ad, both in DMs and otherwise, have been people being like, there has to be something fishy going on. How did they get Pedro Pascal in their ad? How did this random shitty game get Pedro Pascal in their ad? For example, this TikTok.
The next time someone asks me what my favorite conspiracy theory is, I'm gonna tell them that I think the Merge Mansion is a money laundering operation. Because how the fuck can they afford an ad with Pedro Pascal in this day and age, in this economy?
Controversial opinion? They do make that much money.
Even Candy Crush didn't have that kind of money. What is going on?
Candy Crush for sure had that much money, and Merge Mansion also for sure has that much money, dude. I hate to break it to you, but mobile games make a shit ton of money. How much money does Merge Mansion make? Currently, the game earns more than $10 million per month from its players. So far, the game has bagged more than $160 million. So they make $10 million a month. How much does Pedro Pascal make? Okay, for The Last of Us, Variety reported that he earns $600,000 per episode. So I do hate to break it to you, but Merge Mansion definitely has enough money to hire Pedro Pascal without being a money laundering scheme, which a lot of people in the comments can attest to. This person said, listen, if you've played Merge Mansion and are addicted, you'll get it. They're constantly pushing buying things, but not enough for me to stop playing it. So they make a lot of money from their players, and I'm guessing based on the 7 million views they got on that ad by just posting it for free on YouTube, like they didn't even need to put it in the Super Bowl or anything, like I'm guessing that they're gonna get a good return on whatever investment. I mean, he makes $600,000 per episode of a TV show. I'm guessing they probably paid him less than that for a 1 minute long YouTube video. If you want a real conspiracy theory, here's a real conspiracy, dude. For The Last of Us, he earned $4.5 million. My conspiracy is that Pedro Pascal is actually a huge Merge Mansion fan. And while he made $4.5 million from The Last of Us, he spent $4.6 million on Merge Mansion upgrades. He's in immense debt to Merge Mansion, to the grandma herself perhaps even. And when Merge Mansion caught wind that Pedro Pascal is the owner of the account that owes them $4.6 million, they said, hey, listen, we'll wipe out all your debt for one measly little commercial. Actually, 2 measly little commercials. And what could Pedro say? But okay, fine, I'll do it. I bet he took the job because it was funny. No, I bet they paid him. I bet he took the job because they paid him a shit ton of money, honestly. I like that, like, people's only 2 theories are like, this is a money laundering scheme, or he took it because he's funny. There's no way this game that makes hundreds of millions of dollars paid an actor to act. Danny Gonzalez is gonna have a field day with this. I mean, they're right, dude. I am over here having a field day. Hello everybody and welcome back. We are doing another subreddit video today. I'm very excited to check out the subreddit and see what the community's been up to. See what this beautiful community that I've fostered has been conjuring up the past couple weeks. So let's hop into it. Let's go top of the month. Alpha male YouTube hates Danny. So this is a picture of a video from 5 years ago when Laura did my makeup, and that's a clown. And then here's a man who has also a design on his face, but his is tattooed on. They could have picked so many manly men that didn't also have paint on their face. So I'm a clown and he's a man because I'm wearing makeup and he is not. I assume that's what it means. It's only 30 seconds long, it looks like. What are they gonna say about me? Are they gonna make me sad? We'll go search it up. All right, let's check it out, man. Whoa! Holy shit. Wait, am I even in this video? This video has nothing to do with me. Stop being weak. Take responsibility for your life. You are not a baby, you are a man. Fight for your goals. Nothing worthy is given free. I'm sorry, what the fuck did that video have to do with me? That video was not about me at all. The thing is, on rare occasion, videos like this do like make a point. Like, hey, take some responsibility in your life. Obviously, there's forces outside everybody's control that you can't, but you know, it is your life. Don't let others control it. Like, sure, yeah, be your own person. Think for yourself. That's great. But just, it's not really about what you say sometimes. It's about how you say it. Granted, a lot of these channels are super toxic. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to say like I agree with all of these channels, but like, you know, if being masculine is important to you, do that. Just don't be an asshole. You can be masculine without being a dick. I do think it's kind of funny that they say it is your life, don't let others control it, right after it showed someone who's clearly in the military. Y'all know what being in the military is, right? You don't just get to like do whatever you want. They don't just like send you off and are like, we trust you. Go ahead, you get the job done. Whatever job you want, get it done. Be a man, don't let others control you. Join the Navy. This clip for one of the beta males they use is like a guy getting emotional over a trailer for Star Wars. I've always thought that was so fucked up to make fun of people for getting like emotional over a franchise that's really important to them. This video is just as corny as crying about Star Wars. How could someone possibly call Danny soy when he literally has the endorsement of the Liver King? That's a good point, dude. Are you a primal? I didn't think so. They should have man here and then king here. This should say liver prince. These AI boyfriends are getting out of control. What are your thoughts on Danny Gonzalez? I think Danny Gonzalez is a great singer and songwriter. Wow, how kind of him to say. Yes, that is his name. He was born in New York City, but moved to Los Angeles when he was very young. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Wow, doubling down. His real name is Peter Gene Hernandez, but he goes by Danny. OMG, I never knew that. I slowly thrust? It's okay, I didn't know that until a few years ago when I started listening to his music. Wait, what the fuck is going on here? You know what, I'll agree with the original statement of this post. These AI bots are getting out of control. Yeah, let me just tell you like an incorrect fact, and then slowly thrust, and then like gaslight you about the thing I just told you. Does the AI bot just like make this shit up, or are they getting this information from somewhere? Like, is he confused, or is he just lying? I should do a video where I talk to more AI bots. I slowly thrust. Oh, they were getting their point across. Yeah, his name's actually Peter Gene Hernandez. That actually is his name. Don't believe me? Yeah, it's all right you didn't know that. I didn't know either until I started listening to his music, so. Okay, we got me having a lot of fun with my main and second channel videos. Meanwhile, my subreddit videos are drowning, and then Underwater Dead is my gaming channel. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really post there anymore. I mean, it was fun to do for a while, but I'm just like not really a gamer. And that was also like super time consuming. It was just like a ton of time to devote to something I wasn't like super into. It was fun. Like I liked live streaming. Maybe someday I'll live stream and not game. Like, you know, I could do videos like this, like reaction stuff on live and then cut it down for second channel videos. That could be kind of cool. I miss his GTA series. I'm so sad he didn't keep up with that. It was thoroughly enjoyable. I guess it's nice that people liked watching those, but I'm like really bad at every video game. Oh, we got an ad in here. Let's see. What kind of bad mobile ad do we have today? So she killed the baby. She had a baby, she loads the washer. Oh, she still has the pile of clothes in her hands and not the baby. The baby's binkies on the ground. So you can decide whether to throw everything in the trash or destroy everything with a hammer. Oh, and then you kind of just turn it into a second living room. That's tight. It's so interesting with these ads because there's no way this actually happens in the game. She got over murdering her baby real fast. Hey, we don't know how much time was in between there. This could have been months. Could have been years. We don't know how much time passed in between her finding the binky and destroying her infant son's room. Why are you guys still supporting Danny Gonzalez like the police didn't find human remains as evidence of cannibalism in his LA home that he sold in 2013? Okay, people change, all right? People grow. That was like 8 years ago. What do you want me to do? I could go back to eating people. Would that make you happy? You want me to do that shit again? I don't think so. So how about just forgive me? I merged Danny with Danny. I guess you could say this is literally Too Danny, Too Furious. Ooh, this is weird. It's double Danny. This looks more like me than I did. That's awful. It's like every feature of my face is like double. Actually, it's kind of not. It actually doesn't really look like me. It's just kind of uncanny. It tried to make my face end right here, but then also made it end over here. How does Danny and Danny look less like Danny? Man's looks like a Tommy or Daniel or something. Yeah, he looks more like a Tom than a Danny. Can we get a Tom check? What do we think about Tom? Can we get a temperature check on whether this is Tom or not? Let me know in the comments. If I had to name this person, I don't think I would say Tom, honestly. To me, this looks like a Henry or something. Honestly, he looks British and he looks like his name would be Henry. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is a comment from my last video about the MGK MGK movie. Let's read it. I've watched your videos for years, Danny, but you're just straight up hating on him in this video. This is neither the best nor funniest movie review you did. That really hurts to hear, because every time I am trying to make literally the best video I've ever made, even though I've made hundreds of videos, I still expect each one to be literally the best video I've ever made, so that does really hurt to hear. You don't need to jump on the hate train, love. You're better than that. This movie was obviously dripping in irony and sarcasm. I agree that it's a very well written nor necessarily the best directed movie, haha. I think they mean I agree it's not very well written or the best directed. So it's a bad movie is what you're saying? I agree. But he's just a guy, not giving a single fuck. That was part of the problem with the movie, actually. It's that no one seemed like they cared. Doing whatever he wants to do, putting stupid jokes in and shit. Does this person agree with me? At first he was like, Danny, I'm sorry, but you're just hating on the movie for no reason. Sure, was it a bad movie? Yeah. Did it seem like he didn't give a fuck and was just throwing in bad joke after bad joke? Yeah. And were those all points you brought up during the review? Yeah. So, what was I saying again? But he probably didn't try winning an award. Don't tear people down for views, Danny. What I do on my channel all the time. You could have made this video funnier by being more neutral. Well, that's just not true. It always is kind of interesting because, you know, I have like such a wide audience that occasionally I will make fun of something that like has some kind of intersection with my fan base. And so it's kind of interesting to see how people react when that happens. Oftentimes people are like, hey, you know, I like this thing, but I don't mind seeing somebody joke about it. Usually people have a sense of humor about that kind of thing, or they'll leave like a jokingly upset response. It is kind of funny to see someone who's watched my videos for years. This person has watched me poke fun at other movies for years, and then the second I make fun of an artist this person is clearly a very big fan of, they're like, you know, you don't have to hate on everything. You should be more neutral. Wow, Marmaduke stand in the wild. Imagine this comment on any other video. On the Marmaduke video, the Ratatouille video. Danny, I'm sorry, but you did not have to jump on the hate bandwagon. Marcel has it hard enough as it is. He was clearly just having fun with it. He didn't give a fuck. He was just trying to steal some strawberries from the kitchen. They're wrong for that. MGK sucks balls. Okay, XEM1S, I've been a fan of your comments for years, and I've seen you say that countless other people suck balls and thought it was funny every other time, but you really crossed the line with this one. MGK is untouchable. He's a god, and he sucks balls, but when he does it, it's because he doesn't give a fuck. Danny as Marmaduke. I like that they put my picture on like a picture of someone else doing yoga. You can tell because they kept like the Google image results. Keeping it simple, hands and. This is Marmaduke doing yoga. Whoa! Somebody drew me as a freaking Jedi and a Mandalorian? Okay, that's sick. That's so cool. Wow. So that's what I would look like if I was a Jedi. I'd make a cool ass Jedi. That's sick. Thank you for making that. Okay, all right. I gotta come clean about something. I didn't want this to turn into a whole thing, okay? But there's been some misinformation that's gotten a little bit out of hand with this post, so we need to talk about it, okay? This was a clip from the video where I was trying to find the worst iPhone game. I'll just let you watch it and then we can talk about it. If you want to kill your entire family and swap them out with people that look different, oh, hello. Okay, so this person who posted it said screaming dog, and then a person underneath said, I think it was the guy. I remember rewinding the vid over and over to figure out what it was, XD. Someone said, still not sure who it is. He needs to explain this clip. I need to know where the scream came from. I didn't mean for it to be so confusing, honestly. I thought people would know that I just edited in that scream, but a lot of people thought that it was this old man like screaming for his dog to come back, because it was just such a short clip. It's kind of hard to tell, I guess. It's just a screaming sound effect. I thought it would be funny if the dog screamed when it ran away. So I threw in a dog screaming sound effect, and I've seen a lot of misinformation of people saying it was the old man screaming at his dog. It was not, all right? It was just a funny little edit. Yeah, knowing Danny, it's just an edit. See, Woombi, that's why you know me best. You really do know me. This is my good friend, Woombi. Woomy B? Yeah, it's my good friend. Hey, what video is this from? Danny's YouTube channel. I like to do Danny portraits for art practice and wanted to share. Oh, that's kind of sick. This is cool. I love the colors, actually. The yellow and the blue contrast really well. That's actually a sick ass picture. That's really cool too. These are all really good. Like, are these actually paintings? They look so good that it's like, is this like just a filter on a picture? But no, I guess it does look like they drew. Yeah, they definitely drew this one. That's insane. These are really cool. Look at the detail in my hand. That's awesome. Nice job. 2 thumbs right up my own ass. All right, I'm feeling a little bit crazy today. So what the heck, you know what? Let's go, instead of top of the month, let's just go new and see what people are posting on right in this very moment. We should all show our favorite Danny videos. Here's mine, the Joker video. That's a pretty solid solid video. I actually really like that one. I haven't gone back and looked at that video in a long time, but I remember it being really funny. Sometimes you just come across like a gold mine that is just so funny on its own that it makes making the video really easy. Like I sat down to write that video and I feel like it just poured right out of me. It's just so ridiculous. It's like, how could I not write a good video about that, you know? Okay, this person said, trying Troom Troom's awful kidnapping hacks. That one's pretty good too. That one came out, I think like a year ago and is still like consistently one of my like most viewed videos every month. I wonder if I could pick my favorite video that I've ever done. I think I could. Let me think. I think my favorite video I've ever done was the Tesla video. That was like the most fun to make. I think it turned out really well. I was like really excited the whole time I was making it. Got everything that I look for. I am working on a video right now currently that I think has the possibility to be my new favorite video. It's another one of those videos that like I feel really excited the whole time I'm working on. I guess I don't really know when it'll come out, but I'm gonna go shoot it like in less than a week. So I'm really excited about it. Guess you'll just have to wait and see what it is. Whoa, I made a GIF of random frames from every single video from Danny. Oh, this is crazy. It'd be really cool, whoever made this, if you did it in order. It'd be cool to see like a progression of like how my videos have changed over the years, but it's just kind of like in a random order, but still really interesting to see. I've filmed in so many different rooms. That's really cool. That must have taken forever. How many videos do I have? I don't even know. I've got 262 videos. Why does Danny constantly look like he was just told there was homework? I don't know what you mean by that, but I resent that comment. Probably because I'm always watching like the weirdest thing possible on my channel. And I guess I just make that face sometimes, man. Interesting. I'm Netflix, Drew is HBO Max, and Curtis is Disney Plus. I don't know about that. I don't know. Don't do Drew dirty like this. He's definitely Hulu. Don't do Drew dirty is an insane tongue twister. Don't do Drew dirty. Don't do Drew dirty. No, do Drew dirty. I feel like none of them fit. It's hard to even compare people to streaming services. It's like, I don't know if I fuck with it. All right, well, you know what? I think that's enough for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Stick around to the end of the video to find out more.
Yo, listen up.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my second channel. This is my second channel where I like to get goofy and wacky and silly. If you thought this was my main channel, it's not. This is my second channel where I like to get funky and crazy and wacky and drink LaCroix. This is actually kind of a special episode because this is a flavor of LaCroix that I've never tried before. It's Pesticue, aka watermelon. I've never tried this flavor, so this will be my first impressions of this flavor that I will be drinking today. Not my favorite flavor. Not the best flavor of LaCroix that I've had. In fact, pretty disappointing, honestly. It kind of tastes like the rind of a watermelon. Like, not the red part, but the, like, green shell. Well, maybe it'll grow on me. Today we're gonna be doing a little Q&A. I had people tweet at me questions. I said specifically ones about being a YouTuber if you want. So hopefully there's some good questions about being a YouTuber, and then just other stuff in general. So let's hop to it. Let's have another sip of this LaCroix, see if it's gotten any better. Nope, hasn't gotten any better. Oh, also, this is part of the new merch. You may have seen other videos where I wear a Daddy Boy shirt. This is a parody of that shirt. I can't sell shirts that say Daddy Boy because that's probably someone else's slogan that was on that shirt. I got it from a thrift store, so I don't really know what Daddy Boy is, but this shirt says Danny Boy. So I can sell this shirt because it's got my own name on it and my own gender. When did you know you have transitioned to someone who just makes videos to an actual YouTuber? Like, what triggered the realization that it's a job? It was probably honestly just the moment that I started doing it full time. I had a job for a while I was doing YouTube, and then the moment I decided to like quit my job and just do YouTube full time because I was making enough from YouTube to treat it like a full-time job, for me at least, that's when it became a job and not just a hobby. I feel like I always tried to treat it like a job because, you know, dress for the job you want, not for the job you have. So I always tried to like work on it as if it were my job. How long are your videos unedited, and could you post an unedited video? An unedited video is usually anywhere between like 40 minutes and an hour and a half. Let's see how long my most recent video about the Joker was before I edited it. 52 minutes was the Joker video. That includes me sitting down and talking, all of the green screen sketches, and then the ad read at the end. So all of that was 52 minutes. One thing I found while I'm editing is that my video will usually turn out to be about a third of the total time that I filmed. So if I film for an hour, which is 60 minutes, the video usually comes out somewhere like 20 minutes. Most of the time that gets cut out is just me saying the same line over and over, trying to get it to sound right in my head. So as for your second question, can you post an unedited video? Absolutely not. That would be so embarrassing. I think that in one of my old videos on this channel, the one about how I make a video, if you scroll back and find that video, I show some of an unedited video where I'm like saying the same line over and over. And also I go through the whole process of making a video. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. It's on this channel, which is my second channel where I like to get goofy and wacky and drink like wow. Do YouTubers have health insurance? That's a fun question. That is an interesting question. I guess not a lot of people would think about that, but it's kind of a funny coincidence because yesterday I applied for my own health insurance because I just got kicked off my parents' plan because I just turned 26 this month. So, to answer your question, I would assume that most YouTubers do have health insurance, but it's not like because they're YouTubers. We have to get our own health insurance basically. So I just got it through healthcare.gov. Shout out to Obama. Do you need a following in order to start a YouTube channel? I'm trying to figure out what that means. Do you need to already have subscribers on YouTube to start an account on YouTube? Or like, do you have to be famous somewhere else before you can start a YouTube channel? Yeah, actually, unfortunately, in order to start a YouTube channel, you actually have to have 10,000 followers on Instagram. But as we all know, in order to start an Instagram account, you have to be verified with 100,000 followers on Twitter. And in order to make a Twitter account in the first place, you have to have 1 million followers on TikTok. And in order to even get a TikTok account, you have to be cast on the show Riverdale. So it's really tough to break in, but once you do, it's pretty much smooth sailing from there. So being a YouTuber always sounded fun to me. Is it ever really stressful? Why or why not? Being a YouTuber is definitely really fun at times. It's definitely really rewarding, especially if you post a video that you worked really hard on and it does well and you get a lot of positive feedback on it. Even people that you know in real life are like, hey, that was a really great video. That's like the really rewarding side of it. I would say the stressful parts for me at least is like trying to come up with new ideas. That's usually the most time consuming part and the part that I still second guess myself about the most. Deadlines can also tend to be pretty stressful. Brand deals usually have pretty hard deadlines that you have to meet. And if you sign up for like to do a brand deal for a specific month or a specific week, then you end up not having a good idea for that week. It can be really stressful trying to like pull something together and get it done really quickly. Have you ever considered drinking LaCroix on your main channel, not your second channel, where you get a little bit goofier and wackier? Are you insane? Drinking LaCroix on my main channel? Are you trying to make me lose all my subscribers? My second channel is where I get goofy and wacky and drink LaCroix. If I tried to pull any of that shit on my main channel, I'd be canceled within the hour. LaCroix is just too wacky for my main channel. You know how serious I am on my main channel. There's no goofing around over there. I think the problem with the watermelon is that LaCroix's whole thing is it has no sweeteners, it doesn't have sugar or even artificial sweeteners. I feel like the taste of watermelon relies so much on the sweetness that when you take that out, it just tastes kind of bitter and nasty. Like lime, the flavor of like a lime LaCroix just kind of tastes like sour, and that's like the good part of a lime. It doesn't really need to rely on sweetness, but I feel like watermelon does, and it's really letting me down. Do you think your location affects your career? Like if you move to another state, would that impact your channel or anything? I don't think so. A lot of people actually assume that I live in California because I'm a YouTuber. They just think that all YouTubers live in LA, but I live in the suburbs of Illinois. So I would think that if it was gonna affect my career, it would have by now, but it hasn't. I used to live in California. We moved in 2018 back to Illinois because this is where my family lives, and I've never really felt like I got that much out of living from LA from like a career standpoint. We just wanted to be closer to our family, so that's why we moved back to Illinois. I don't really feel like it's hindered me that much. It's not like I do collabs that much on my channel, and even when I do collabs, it's usually not with people that even live in California. I don't particularly think that there's one specific location that's like amazing for YouTubers and you have to live there to be a YouTuber. Any fun memories from high school? Oh yeah, actually I've got a lot of good stories from high school. I've got, man, so many good memories. I mean, we used to get into a lot of trouble. We used to have a lot of fun in high school. Man, those were the days, huh? All right, next question. What's your favorite crazy wacky thing to do on your side channel that's too crazy and wacky for your main channel, other than drink LaCroix? Probably this. What are your political personal opinions on hamsters? Photo for reference. Okay, thank you for the photo. So that's a hamster, huh? Personal and political opinions on hamsters. Personal opinion, I think that they seem like nice little animals. My sister used to actually have a hamster when we were kids, and it seemed pretty chill. As for political opinions, specifically about hamsters, I am far right. very far right about hamsters, alt-right even. This might be too serious, but it's about being a YouTuber. How do collabs work from a monetary point? If all the revenue goes to the one that uploads the video, does that person pay the other one? One for each kind of deal, or is it just for fun? Okay, this is a good question. This is why I wanted people to ask questions about being a YouTuber, because this is something that like most YouTubers don't really even think about. But I've never heard of another YouTuber paying a YouTuber for a collab. It's mostly just like for fun, at least in like my circle of people that I've talked to, and I know personally, I've never heard of anyone paying for a collab like that. So it's usually just for fun. Sometimes there's kind of an agreement, like if we're hanging out together, we'll each do a video if we each have a good idea, but sometimes like each person doesn't have a good idea for a collab anyway, but that's not really for monetary reasons. It's more like if you're in town and you're visiting me, we should get as much content out of it as possible and each make a video. What are the best and worst things about working completely from home and on your own time? The best things are probably everything that you would expect. I don't have to like drive to work every day, so I don't have a commute. I get to set my own hours and do whatever I want. I can set my own deadlines. I'm not really beholden to a boss, so what I post is pretty much my decision. Downsides are kind of all of those things, but the bad version of them. So I don't have to go to an office every day, but that also means that I don't talk to anyone all day. I get to set my own hours, but that also means that I don't have a time that I'm supposed to stop working or start working. So I can sometimes accidentally work too much, and I can sometimes accidentally work too little, and it's because I have no schedule. I also frequently forget what day it is. In fact, before the pandemic, the only way I knew what day it was is when Laura was gone and when she was at home, but now she's home all the time and I don't know what day it is. What do you want to be when you grow up? Spider-Man. Could you give me a senior quote? Yeah, I love coming up with senior quotes. How about something fun like, congrats seniors, we did it. Have a great summer. The person below me will die on March 23rd, 2037. Kind of fun and also kind of ominous. How do you feel about me morphing you with Drew? I don't like it. How do you decide what to put in a thumbnail? Okay, that's a good question. I don't know if I've ever really put it into words, so it might be kind of hard for me to answer. But usually the first thing I do is find a screenshot of my face from somewhere in the video, usually looking at whatever type of way the video made me feel. So I don't know, like concerned or confused or angry or silly. Then I try to find clips from whatever I'm reacting to, and there's a couple of different things that I look for. Either like the most visually attention-grabbing image that makes you like think like, what is this? And then you have to click on the video to figure out what this is. Or if it's something like a movie that I know a lot of people have seen, I try to pick like a recognizable part of that movie. That way people recognize what I'm talking about right away, and I feel like they're more likely to click on a video if they're like, oh, he's making fun of a movie that I've seen before. That's cool and hip. So it's usually a combination of those things and just messing around with it until it looks good and also looks good from like far away. You usually want to like zoom out a bunch and see if it looks good small, because usually thumbnails are pretty small on people's screens or on their phones. So yeah, I've usually found that having your face and everyone's face be pretty big in the thumbnail is good. That way your subscribers recognize that it's you right away, and any emotions on your face or on anyone else's face in the thumbnail are really clear. How did Laura take it at first that you were a YouTuber? Well, we were already together by the time I started making a living off of doing YouTube, so that wasn't really a surprise to her at any point. But I like that this question phrases it like it's something like a deal breaker that I really had to break to her. Like it's a Hannah Montana moment where I put on a wig and I'm like, I know we've been dating for the past 3 months, but I just gotta tell you that I'm a YouTuber. I've been a YouTuber this whole time. I hope that doesn't make you see me any differently. I hope you still like me. But no, she's cool with it. She likes it. I never had to break it to her. Your thoughts? Oh, it's a LaCroix cake. And on the bottom it says, cheers to baby. Happy first birthday, baby. We made you a LaCroix cake because... you know how all kids love LaCroix? Actually, it's got no candles on it, so maybe it's the baby's 0th birthday. It was the day this baby was born, and they made it a LaCroix cake. It is really pretty, though. It's a nice-looking cake. All right, well, I think that's enough questions, so what do you say we talk about today's sponsor, Squarespace? All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to my second channel. This is my second channel. If you thought it was my main channel, it's actually not. It's my second channel. I saw a lot of comments on the last video I posted on this channel asking if it was my main channel. This is my second channel. So if you just stumbled upon this channel, go ahead and subscribe. This is the channel where I like to get a little bit goofier and a little bit crazier and wacky and fun. So I also like to drink LaCroix on this channel. So a couple weeks ago, I posted a video on this channel, my second channel, where I did a bunch of those like, which YouTuber are you quizzes. And I took those quizzes in hopes of getting some kind of validation and recognition that I'm a real YouTuber. But unfortunately, I seem to have picked only quizzes where I wasn't even an option. Like, it seems like most of them were made before I even like started to make YouTube videos, or at least before I had like any real following on YouTube. And a good number of people called me out on that and seemed to think that that was kind of silly of me. And it was. I was being pretty silly. But luckily, this person named Creative Star 98 made this quiz on BuzzFeed called "It's Time to Find Out Which Popular Commentary YouTuber You Are." And this quiz must have become pretty popular because the official BuzzFeed Twitter account actually tweeted this quiz. And if you look right there, I'm actually like part of the quiz. I'm right on the cover there. So I'm gonna take this quiz, and I don't really care if I'm a YouTuber anymore because this quiz pretty much confirms that I already know I'm an option. I wanna figure out now if I'm really me or if I'm maybe someone else. So I'm gonna answer the questions to this quiz as honestly as I can, as true to myself as I can possibly be, and we'll see how I do. I'm kind of excited. This quiz was made for me, baby. The little tagline under the title here does say "You are now entering Curtistown," so I kind of feel like this person might be more of a Curtis fan than a me fan, but hopefully they still know enough about me to make this quiz correctly guess me. All right, first question. Your friend wears a whack pair of shoes. How do you respond? Is yelling "What are those" an option? What are those? No, it's not an option. Shit. Don't say anything, politely suggest that they change, roast the hell out of them, don't mention it, but spend the rest of the day thinking about it. If my friend was wearing a whack pair of shoes, I definitely don't think I would ask them to change. Like, how whack would they have to be? Unless they said something really offensive on them, or like, had swastikas on them. I don't know if I'd ask someone to change because I didn't like their shoes. Oh, that's what you're wearing? Oh. Can you change? You're making me uncomfortable. I don't think I've ever asked one of my friends to change what they're wearing because it makes me uncomfortable. Roast the hell out of them? Maybe. It depends on the shoes and it depends how close I am with the friend, but most likely I would probably not mention it and spend the rest of the day thinking about it. That sweet, sweet taste of LaCroix. It's just like soda, but without the flavor. I'm trying to stop drinking soda, so I've been drinking LaCroix. It's okay. It's okay. How often do you create art/content of some kind? Not too often. I like to put my all into my projects. Once in a blue moon. Pretty regularly. Sometimes I even make extra content on a very specific schedule every week, every day, etc. I would say pretty regularly. Sometimes I even make extra content. In fact, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm posting on my second channel. Guys, this is my second channel. This is where I like to get a little bit goofy. Just in case you were wondering, this isn't my main channel. So I'm gonna pick that one. Pick your least favorite internet trend. Country TikTok, YouTubers trying to become famous in Hollywood. That doesn't really bother me that much. That's fine. Weird children's content or FOMO posters? I wanna know what commentary YouTuber that is for. FOMO posters, like fear of missing out. I'm gonna say weird children's content because I've made quite a few videos about weird children's videos, so I feel like that most closely applies to me. What's your guilty pleasure? Trashy reality TV, watching so bad they're good movies, unironically making TikToks, binging cringy YouTube videos. There's a couple on here that I like. I really do like trashy reality TV. I watched The Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise. I just watched Love is Blind. Been watching a lot of Married at First Sight as well. So trashy reality TV is really up there. Watching so bad they're good movies. I do like doing that, but that's usually only for like when I'm going to make a video about it. I don't really do that in my free time that much. Unironically making TikToks, I sort of do that, but not very often. Yeah, I would say the thing I do most often is watch trashy reality TV, so I'm gonna say that. What's your relationship with social media? I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I really only go online if I have a random funny post to make. I mostly post pictures of my significant other and my pet. I do a lot of stalking, but not a lot of posting. Out of these options, I would probably say I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I do tend to to do that. If you have my notifications on Twitter on, then you know. Sometimes I like to post things just for people who have my notifications on, so I tweet them and delete them really quickly. A lot of people don't understand what I'm doing, so they just think I delete a lot of tweets, but sometimes I like to just talk to the people who have my notifications on, so I do that. So I could understand how that could be me. Okay, I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I'm gonna pick that. Of these places, which would you like to visit most? Okay, we got Canada, London, Greece, and Japan. Now, here's the thing. I can kind of tell who's who here. Japan is clearly me, because I just went to Japan last year. Canada, maybe Curtis, because he lives there. Greece, okay, I don't know who the other two are really, but I'm pretty sure Japan is supposed to be me. But here's the thing is I already went to Japan, and this question is asking which of these places I would like to visit most, and I've already been to Japan. In fact, I've been to Canada, London, and Japan. The only place on here I haven't been is Greece, so I'm gonna have to pick Greece. And I'm a little worried about what that's gonna do to the results of this quiz, but I'm not about to lie and say I wanna go to Japan again before I go to Greece for the first time. So I'm picking that, and then I gotta get another sip of this LaCroix. Your friend is having a rough day. How would you cheer them up? Okay, this is an interesting one. Have a sincere conversation about what's bugging them. Offer to take them out to do something fun. Invite them over to watch funny videos with me. Or make jokes and try to make them smile. Shit, man, I don't know. My friend is having a rough day. How would you cheer them up? I don't know whoever made this is gonna judge this, cause like when have I ever like online shown that my friend is having a rough day and I cheered them up? When has that ever happened? I don't know. Like I've never made a video where like Curtis came over and he was all sad and I was like, hey buddy, I'm gonna make jokes to try to make you smile now. So I don't know how they're gonna judge this one, but I guess offer to take them out and do something fun. I think that would be nice, to take their mind off of things. We could go play laser tag or something. What's something you like most about yourself? My ability to follow my dreams even if it's scary. My dreams are pretty scary. I only have nightmares. I don't have dreams that I work towards. I have nightmares that I work away from. My artistic skills, my ability to be a good friend, my deep thinking and introspectiveness. It sounds a little pretentious to say my artistic skills, but I do like feeling creative. Like when I do something and I'm like, damn, that was smart or that was creative or funny. I really like that. I feel like that's really fulfilling. So I'm gonna pick that, my artistic skills. What would you bring with you to a deserted island? A whole bunch of junk food? Who is that supposed to be? I feel like if that was me, I'd be like, what the fuck are you trying to say? An endless library of music, my laptop, or my pet? I definitely would not bring my pet to a deserted island. She would die. A bunch of junk food? No, probably not. I would probably bring my laptop, provided there's like a charger somewhere. I'm gonna go with my laptop. Okay, we might be getting close to the end here. I'm feeling pretty good about it so far. I've answered very truthfully. I have looked deep down into my soul for the first time in years to answer these questions. So if I don't get me, there's something wrong, either with the person who made this quiz or with the way I see myself. And actually, come to think of it, judging by all the responses to my doppelganger tier list, I'm gonna say there's definitely something wrong with the way I see myself. But shit, I might fuck around and blame somebody else. Pick your favorite quality in a significant other. Someone who is kind and understanding. Someone who doesn't mind keeping our love life private. Someone who can handle my dry jokes. And someone who supports all my strange endeavors. I don't know, I feel like all of these are kind of true to an extent. I think Laura's very supportive. I'm gonna pick someone who supports all my strange endeavors. She's willing to leave the room when I gotta film. She's willing to film my weird ass music videos. I think being supportive is very important. What's your opinion on marriage? It rules, dude. Marriage is sick. Oh shoot. Okay, this is the last question. I really gotta make this count. The last question is, what's the first thing people notice about you? My height, my flawless makeup, my eyes, or my hair? I'm trying to picture who these are each based off. My height, at first I thought that meant someone was like extremely tall, and I was trying to picture what commentary YouTuber like towers over everyone else, but I'm pretty sure this is referring to like either Cody or Noel because they have the whole short kings thing. My flawless makeup, probably not me per se, although the one time I did wear makeup for a video, it was pretty good. So we're left with my eyes and my hair. You know, these are all pretty superficial. What if people notice like my sense of humor first? But no, everyone's gotta be like, oh shit, he's short, or damn, his hair is weird. I'm gonna go with eyes. You know what they say, eyes are the gateway to the hair. Man, what the fuck? Curtis? What answer? Okay. Huh? I answered these questions as truthfully as I could, and I get Curtis? That dweeb? That absolute dweeb, Curtis? So the truth is out, huh? I'm really not me. I'm really Curtis. At the very least, I would expect to get Drew because there's all those jokes about how we're the same person, but no, I get Curtis, shirtless Curtis. This is not good news. Can I retake it? Okay, I'm gonna do the thing I did last time where I try to answer based off what I think the person thinks about me. I'm gonna do it really quick, lightning round. I'm gonna try to get me. Your friend does a whack pair of shoes, how do you respond? Politely suggest that they change. How often do you create art or content? I'm gonna say that pretty regularly. I still think that's true. What's your guilty pleasure? I guess watching so bad they're good movies, or maybe binging cringy YouTube videos. I'll say binging cringy YouTube videos, because I feel like maybe watching so bad they're good movies could also apply to Drew. I guess he watches cringy YouTube videos too, though. Shit, man, I don't know. What's your relationship with social media? I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I still think that's true. I'm not even changing many of these answers. Okay, if you could go to one place, where would you go? Japan. I guess I'm going to Japan again. If your friend is having a rough day, how would you cheer them up? Invite them over to watch funny videos with me. Maybe that's like, because, you know, I sometimes do collabs with people, so it's like I'm inviting people over to watch fun videos with me, but it's not because they're upset. Yeah, the only times I ever collab with Drew or Curtis or anyone is because they're upset and they're sad and I need to cheer them up. What would you bring to a deserted island? An endless library of music. Okay, because I make music. Maybe the music thing has something to do with me. What's your opinion on marriage? It rules. What's the first thing people notice about you? Okay, so maybe my eyes wasn't right. Maybe I'll pick my hair. Okay. So, I'm not me, we've already established that, but do I at least know me well enough to be able to guess me in the quiz? Let's find out. I'm picking my hair. I'm going for it. Nice. All right, I did it. All I had to do was pretend to not be me and answer as someone who thinks they know me. And then I did it. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is my second channel. This is where I like to get a little bit goofier and a little bit sillier, so make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna go finish my Hello everyone and welcome back to my second channel. If you didn't know, this of course is my second channel. This is not my main channel. If you thought it was, you are sorely mistaken. This is my second channel where I like to get a little bit goofier, a little bit wackier, give you more of a behind-the-scenes look, get a little bit unscripted, and drink LaCroix. Today I've got a nice limoncello LaCroix, my favorite flavor. So about a week ago, I released my video. I made a viral TikTok song. The response has been great. First of all, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the video. It seems like all the feedback on it has been really positive. But since this is like one of the only times I've ever made a video that is like this expansive and has like a narrative to it almost, I do feel like there were some parts where I didn't explain as much as I could have, or maybe I cut some explanation out for the sake of the story and making the video more entertaining and not having it like drag on for too long. And also, I thought it would just be kind of fun to show some like behind the scenes stuff and give you guys like an insight of what it was like to make this video. So I wanted to make this sort of behind the scenes slash Q&A slash deleted scenes video. So that's what this is. It's gonna be all about the TikTok video. I asked you guys on Twitter if you had any questions. I'm gonna be showing some deleted scenes, all that jazz. I know that there's a lot of questions that people have tweeted me, but first maybe let's take a look at some of the deleted scenes from this video. One last thing that I did that I feel like is really the cherry on top that's really gonna help people know that they're supposed to dance to this song is I added in sound effects for the dance portion. Let me know if you can hear them in the track. So these are some cues that will hopefully tell people when and what to dance. Oh yeah, everybody's favorite dance. It's the sound effects dance. So I do have a dance in mind and I hope it works. I'm gonna do it now just to see if it all works out. Clap and slide. I see TikTokers do this kind of slide and then elbow shake. That's meant to be this. I hope people will get that that's meant to be this. And then it's like, she don't want to throw hands. So some like ba ba ba. She don't want to throw hands. She just want to throw cake. I see people do like this where they kind of shake their butt and twist out their legs. So there's like two boing boing. Is that a good dance? Do you think that the TikTokers are gonna like it? Is the boing boing sound too goofy for shaking your butt? I couldn't think of any other sound to put in there. Yeah, girl, let me see that ass go boing, boing. All right, let's check out some of these questions. Okay, I got a few comments about this. How did you end up getting the baby in the tree? And 2, how did you get the baby to fall out of the tree at the right moment? The shot's actually 2 separate shots combined, one of me dancing and one of me throwing the baby up into the tree, the baby falling down and hitting the ground. I just cut that video so it's just the baby falling out of the tree, combined it with the video of me dancing, and then I could retime it to be timed perfectly, and that's how I did it. Nothing too crazy. I didn't have to climb up into the tree or anything. Actually, I think I have some clips of that, so let's show that. Here's me talking about that. Come to Papa. Going to shoot a video with my baby. All right, we have to figure out how we can get a shot where I'm lip syncing in the foreground and there's a baby falling from a tree in the background. So what I'm thinking is we can just do 2 different shots. And so if the camera's here, I'll be like right here, lip syncing or whatever. And then we edit in a shot of the baby falling from the tree. And I think to do that, we can just throw the baby up into the tree and have it naturally fall down. So let's see how that looks. Why make yourself look like a dad who dips at his son's Little League game rather than someone who could look like a prospective pop star? How did you decide to wear that? And I like how that is in all caps, as if that is like the most offensive thing I could have possibly chosen to wear. I decided on like the goatee and the mustache because I've never had facial hair. I can't even grow that thick of facial hair even if I wanted to, just because of my genetics. So I knew that facial hair would be a semi-good disguise because like no one's ever seen me with facial hair, so you wouldn't expect me to have facial hair. I also thought the sunglasses would be good because one thing that I learned from the Zayden video is like your eyes and your eyebrows are super recognizable. That was one of the things that I had the most trouble with Zayden, was like I couldn't get my eyebrows to look different and I could still tell it was me. So I brought like pretty big sunglasses to cover up my eyes and my eyebrows. And once I had the goatee and those sunglasses, I was like, okay, so it's pretty clear I'm dressing like a 40-year-old man because that's the only person that would have the goatee and the sunglasses. And then the clothes pretty much just followed suit. I just went to Goodwill and picked out stuff that I thought that guy would wear, the guy with the goatee and the sunglasses. Do I look like a different person? A little bit. I feel like this just looks like I have cotton balls in my mouth. Do you think I can lip sync with this and it'll look like normal? For sure. Okay. Okay, yeah, I feel like it actually does help. I feel like it's making my voice deeper or something too.
Just drop like 3 octaves.
Howdy, y'all. I'm about to premiere my new song.
This is kind of freaking me out. I feel like I really do look like a different person.
I do feel like my mustache is a little crooked, but you know what? Maybe my face is just crooked and that's the problem. Okay, so lots of questions about the disguise. Why didn't you slightly change your voice so it wouldn't be too obvious? Why the hell didn't you use a voice changer? Why didn't you think to change your voice? Did you really not think we would recognize your voice? Why didn't you change it? Why didn't you change the pitch or tone of your voice in the song? Huge giveaway, my dude. I guess that was sort of an oversight. I remember thinking at the beginning, maybe I could just record the whole song with my voice and then pitch it down 1/2 step on the computer, and then it would sound like my voice, but just a little bit deeper, so maybe it wouldn't be so recognizable. Or maybe pitch it up 1/2 step, depending on which sounded better. And it turns out neither of them did. They both sounded like I recorded somebody and then pitched their voice up or down.
I'm a fucking clown.
Maybe that would make it sound less like me, but it would have made the song sound bad and not like a real person. And I wanted to prioritize making a song that people would actually want to use, as opposed to having the perfect disguise. Also, I sort of said this in the video, but like, I really did not expect that many people who knew who I was to see these TikToks. I think I said something like 800 million people use TikTok. I only have 4 million subscribers, so even if a bunch of my subscribers see my videos, it's gonna be pretty small percentage-wise because there's so many more people that use TikTok. So I guess I really underestimated how many of my followers would actually see the video in the first place because of TikTok's algorithm. So that's another reason I thought I was safe. It's not that like I really thought that this disguise would fool all of my followers. I just wanted to look like someone else because like in my head, my followers wouldn't really even be seeing these TikToks, just random people would. So it was more just like covering up my face so I'm not like immediately recognizable as me. This person said, how come you didn't hire someone else to sing the song for you? I think it would have worked if it was sang by a different voice. I half agree with that. That's actually something I didn't think about. Hiring somebody else to sing it for me. That would have been a good idea, and I probably should have done that. I just didn't think of that. The part where you said, I think it would have worked if it it was sang by a different voice. I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, maybe you're just specifically talking about the disguise. A large focus of the video was the disguise. A lot of people sort of came away from the video thinking that the reason that it failed is because my disguise didn't work. And I don't really think that that's true, because the whole goal of the video was just to get to 50,000 videos. It wasn't to successfully disguise myself. In fact, I honestly think that people figuring out it was me helped in the long run, and I think it definitely helped in terms of making the video more entertaining. If the video had not blown up and also nobody recognized me, there would have been like pretty much no video to make, because nothing would have happened. My account would have just like stayed at 10 followers and none of my TikToks would have been seen, and nobody would have made videos with it. There was definitely problems with the disguise, but I don't think that that's the reason that the song didn't blow up. In fact, I think that my disguise being bad actually helped the song blow up, just not for the reasons that I wanted. So I got some posters that I feel like Ned Flames would really dig. Hello. I got a Rick and Morty poster and then a Marvel Avengers poster. I guess I haven't really established too much about like who Ned Flames is as a person, so I'm just sort of flying by the seat of my pants. Just whatever feels right when it comes to him. Honestly, I feel like I'm taking the disguise thing a little bit too far. This video, I keep having to remind myself this is not what this video is about. This video is about trying to get this song popular, and this whole disguise thing is kind of taking up all of the time that I have allotted to do that. So hopefully it works. In hindsight, what is something you feel you could have done to better the chances of getting your desired result with the song? Yeah, so this is sort of along the lines of the same question. Like, if it wasn't the disguise that made it fail, why did it not blow up on TikTok? I actually just saw this video by YoBGS. He uploaded it 4 days ago, right after I posted my video, and it's sort of like a reaction to my video from this dude who is a radio DJ. Obviously, he knows a lot about music and like why certain songs blow up, and he gave his opinion on why the song didn't become as popular as it could have, and I actually agree with a lot of it. So if you want to watch that, I'd highly recommend it. But basically what I think is that there's a few reasons. One is the song didn't commit hard enough to any of the things in particular, with the exception of maybe the "I'm a fucking clown" line. I think the beat was a great beat for just like a catchy pop song, and at first that's what I thought that I needed for a TikTok song, but looking back on it, I feel like I picked the wrong beat. I should have probably looked more at the songs that were actually getting popular on TikTok, because now I see there aren't really any songs on TikTok that sound like Circus. So I think I should have tried to replicate an actual TikTok song a lot more than trying to get it to just sound like a generic pop song. But even then, I think I would still be worried. That would only work for like the dance portion, but then that wouldn't work for like the POV portion, because that should maybe sound like a heavy metal rock song. Like that's what POVers kind of like to use, like people like Goverbo. So I don't know, it's hard to say if like one beat would work for every portion. Maybe I should have just like released a bunch of different songs for each like line and just made like a bunch of 15-second songs and put them on TikTok. Maybe that would have worked better. Who knows? Since posting your video revealing the whole thing, has the song blown up on TikTok closer to the way you originally wanted it to? Well, not to brag or anything, but now instead of the song having 2,000 videos, it has 4,000 videos. So 50,000, here we come, baby. Are you banned from Illinois public parks due to how many times you threw that baby in the tree? No. That isn't the reason I'm banned from Illinois public parks. It's a different reason. What was the most difficult part of the process? Writing the song, making the videos, creating the persona, etc. Making the TikToks themselves, like actually recording them, wasn't that difficult, but it was a huge pain to every time I wanted to make a video to put back on the mustache and the goatee, and then like get changed again, put on a Ned Flames outfit. That was kind of a hassle. Maybe I would have made more TikToks with the song if it weren't such a pain in the ass to get in that costume every time. Maybe I should have just like stayed in the costume all day and should have lived like Ned Flames for a few days. Definitely the actual hardest part of making the video was editing the entire thing. I had a pretty insane amount of footage that I had to edit. It was, I don't even know if I could guess, but it was probably like 5 hours at least of footage that I had to edit through. But I think really the difficult thing was like turning it into an actual story. Cause like once I was done editing, it was kind of just like a bunch of scenes of me talking to the camera, but you didn't really get a sense of like what was happening from scene to scene, like what the actual story of it was. It was kind of just a bunch of me like doing stuff and not explaining it. Once I thought I was done filming, I actually had to go back and film all of that narration that was me in front of like the purple background, actually like explaining what was happening at each step. And I think that helped the video flow a lot better, but it was a long process. I think I edited for like 6 days, just did like nothing but editing. So that was the hardest part. Oh, this is something that I forgot to mention in the video, but I never talked about. I'm curious to how TikTok views translated to Spotify streams before everyone figured it out. if you noticed any correlation at all, especially since the song wasn't attached to you at all. I don't really remember. I think I remember at some point in the process going to Spotify and seeing that it had 13,000 streams, but I don't remember if that was like after the huge surge of people figured out it was me, if it was like some point before that. I don't remember when that was, but it's not like it had like hundreds of millions of streams on Spotify. It didn't translate that much, but it did translate some, but it's impossible to tell if that's because people recognize me. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it, learned a little something more about the process of making this video. Again, I will be disguising myself again. You will not know it's me this time. I guarantee it. Good luck trying to figure it out, bitches. Bye. What's up, Greg? I hope you're having a great day, and welcome back to another episode of Talking about Takis. Today we're gonna be talking about Takis. It's sort of a funny joke based on this popular snack food Takis. We're gonna be talking about Takis. It's actually kind of funny. Guys, I don't know if you've been seeing the few new ads that Takis have been running on YouTube with some of the internet's most popular influencers, but they're hilarious. I think that they're really funny, so I just wanted to talk about them because every time they pop up on YouTube for me, I'm just like, oh my God, these are amazing. I love them. They're so funny. And also low-key, they kind of make me want to dig my hands into a big old bag of Takis and crunch them up. Here's the first one that I saw.
Takis are seriously intense.
Okay, I don't know about you, but this is definitely me when I eat Takis, okay? I mean, Takis are intense. I will give them that. I mean, like, these things are like the most flavorful things you'll ever eat, I feel like. Or at least, to me, they are. But Jesus, dude, it makes them look so intense. I also like that they tied in her like career as a TikTok dancer. It's almost like they almost made it seem like Takis are like pre-workout, but for dancers. Cause she's like getting ready to dance and the only thing she needs is just one little Taki and she's ready to go. Yeah, this is pretty much how us professional dancers warm up for every recital. We just, you know, one little Taki and then we're ready to just fucking, what is the dance that she does? Oh, I love that. Just kind of, let's fucking go, dude. One Taki equals 100 million likes on TikTok. I breathed in, the Taki does. So all you kids out there, if you're wondering how to become a successful TikTok dancer, that's how you do it. Just one Taki per TikTok. One TikToki should equal about 20 million likes, I think. I know me saying this is probably gonna make it seem like this entire video is an ad for Takis. It's not. This video is an ad for ExpressVPN, actually. But Takis are like my favorite food ever in the whole world. I eat Takis so much, but I think that they're also probably like one of the least healthy foods in the entire world. Like, look at the color of this snack food. There's no way this is just like the natural color of this seasoning. I don't know what they have to do to make them this color. If this, did they sell each individual Taki's soul to Satan and there's just like a little bit of the devil in every Taki? I don't know, dude, but they slap. Also, never get the blue flavor of Takis. They're not as good as the Fuego flavor, and they also, I don't want to be too graphic, but you will remember that you ate blue Takis. That's all I'll say on that. So they actually have two ads with Charlie. This is the second one.
That was intense. Takis are seriously intense. Takis, face the intensity.
I love the way she emphasizes seriously when she says Takis are seriously intense.
Takis are seriously intense.
It makes it sound like she's not agreeing with the other girl, but she's like arguing with her. Whoa. Takis are intense, dude. Takis are seriously intense. Yeah, that's what I said. No, you said intense. These are seriously intense, okay? I got a question for you. You know what? I actually just remembered I have to go. No! I got a question for you. Okay, what? Are Takis a joke to you? I mean, like, literally, are they a joke to you? Are Takis just a funny little goof to your fucked up little head? I mean, no, I guess I wouldn't say they're a joke to me. What does that even mean? Then take them seriously. Okay, dude, Jesus, they're seriously intense. Exactly. Oh wow, those are actually some pretty cool moves, man. Help. What? Help, dude, I'm on fire. This is painfully intense. Seriously intense sounds dangerously close to Flamin' Hot Cheetos catchphrase. dangerously cheesy. It's like they wanted to use that exact slogan, but they were like, well, but Takis aren't cheesy, but they are intense, so maybe dangerously intense. But dangerously intense makes it sound like it's like open heart surgery or something, like it's like actually life-changing. Ma'am, your husband only has a 50% chance of surviving this surgery. It's dangerously intense. The husband comes out of the surgery like, that was fucking intense. I can't stop. It's also funny how Charli D'Amelio just like randomly shows up in this girl's living room. Like that's something that Takis do. But then not only does she show up out of nowhere, but then she steals one of the girl's Takis and eats it, and then does the same dance as her. In a way, it's kind of like a metaphor for how, you know, like large creators on TikTok will steal dances from smaller creators and not give them any credit for it, often leaving the smaller creator with no credit and the bigger TikToker blows up. Literally in this case. I don't know, I think I'm onto something here. This is some interesting social commentary, Takis. Really invested in the creator space, huh? Sort of exposing some of the new mains of the world. I dig it. Thank you, Taki. Thank you for shedding light on this situation. All right, this next one's for all my gamers out there.
Gaming is intense, but Takis are seriously intense.
Wow, Ninja. Interesting. Takis are seriously intense and gaming's not? But gaming's not serious to you? You wouldn't say it's just a game, would you? Kind of a weak mindset, to be honest. I kind of thought you were a real gamer. So, you know, Charli's a dancer and Ninja is a gamer. In Charli's video, she eats the Taki and then the Taki sort of enhances her dance moves, you know? You know, when she starts dancing, she's on fire, literally. But Ninja takes a bite out of the Taki and then just sits there and like basks in it, just basking in the intensity, the serious intensity of it all. Look at him, dude. He's like transcended reality. He's on a different plane of existence. Honestly though, if I were to eat an entire bag of Takis, that is how I would feel. Sometimes I eat like an entire big sized bag of Takis, and I'm just like drenched in sweat by the end of it and like hyperventilating. And Laura will come into the room and be like, are you okay? And then she'll see the bag of Takis and be like, oh, okay. Come to think of it, actually, this is kind of a perfect visualization of what's going on in my stomach after I eat a whole bag of Takis, actually. There's just fucking fire tornadoes and Takis swirling around. I'm just sitting there like, oh, fuck. My next trip to the bathroom is gonna be seriously intense.
That was intense. Takis are seriously intense. Takis, face the intensity.
This dude's got 4 bags of Takis on his table, and also a plate of Takis, and then also the whole table is covered in Takis. Maybe that's enough Takis. 1 bag wasn't intense enough for you? You know what? 1 bag of Takis is just intense. 4 bags is dangerously intense. I feel like eating that many Takis would really like corrode your insides. I feel like this poor kid just wanted to relax. Maybe he was having some friends over and they didn't show up and that's why he's got so many Takis. I feel kind of bad. He's just playing a game by himself and he wants to enjoy his favorite snack food, and then like one of the best gamers in the world shows up to eat his Takis and absolutely cream him in Fortnite. Ninja just shows up and he's like, thanks for the Takis, kid. You ready to get your ass beat by a professional gamer? Takis are disrespectfully intense, come to think of it. How about that? Takis don't give a fuck about your relaxing Saturday playing video games. Now you gotta hold your own against one of the best gamers in the world. I feel like there's so much meme potential with these two, especially since they ignite so quickly. It's like, you know, you could edit it with like a house blowing up. Or I don't know, that's actually the only thing that I could think of, but there's gotta be other stuff. There's gotta be other things you can do. So when you're dancing and you eat a Taki, Charli D'Amelio shows up to steal your dance moves. When you're gaming and you eat a Taki, Ninja shows up to play an ambiguous game console with you. But Takis, if you're watching this, I would like to see this in more scenarios. I think it's pretty interesting, you know? You're doing one thing, you eat a Taki, and then a professional in that field shows up. I think it'd be pretty interesting. Can we get some more scenarios like that, maybe? Man, this 19th century play is so good, I've hardly touched my Takis. Wait.
Getting murdered at a play is intense.
What are you doing?
But Takis are seriously intense.
Takis. All right, gang, well, that's it for the commentary side of things. Why don't we go ahead and talk about our sponsor, ExpressVPN. I think that we may be in the midst of the next big thing in sports. Today, my council of content, which just consists of one guy, his name is Robert, has put together a presentation on what can only be described as medieval knight fighting. I've seen one video of it already, and it appears to be the most insane sport I've ever seen. If you've ever been to medieval times, it's like that, but the people who are fighting actually want to hurt the other person. It's not a staged, choreographed fight. Medieval times would be much crazier if that's actually what was going on. I would 100% pay to go to that. I mean, this is what it is. It's basically like boxing or MMA, but they're wearing armor and they have swords. And I'm gonna be watching some of the videos from this event. Okay, this one is called Night Fights Knockout, M1 Medieval. So I think that is like the league of this sport. It's called M1 Medieval.
What do you think we're gonna see in this fight?
I have no idea, Darren. This is probably the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Even the announcer's like, what do you think we're gonna see today? And the other one's like, I have no idea, dude. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. They just found out this was a sport. He's like, I have no clue, man. I thought I was going to a boxing event. I am very confused right now. They're not gonna hurt me, are they?
And that'll probably be one of the last times you actually see the faces as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of makes it sound like they're gonna die. This is the last time you're ever gonna see either of their faces. It is customary, of course, to, after the battle, feed them both to the dragon. So yeah, say goodbye to these two poor unfortunate souls. This will not be the last time you see this guy's face though. He seems very pleased with what's going on here. Is this the king who ordered this fight to happen? Okay, so we got some stats here: age, height, weight, and record. So this does confirm my theory that maybe this is kind of a new thing that is just getting off the ground. It seems like they've each only competed in 1 or 2 fights before. They've both won a fight. This guy has maybe tied a fight. Also, where is this taking place? This is beautiful. You're just in like the Russian mountains or something. I guess that's where this type of event should take place. Gosh, this is beautiful. If I was at this event, I can't tell which way I'd be looking. There's knights in front of me, but also like heaven in the background. My eyes are being drawn in all directions here. I'm also very interested in this that's going on here. What is he doing with both hands that he can't be holding the microphone himself? He has to be actively protecting himself from these two. These fuckers will try to hurt me if I take my eyes off him for 1 second. They're bloodthirsty. They're crazy.
The guy who needs to be in arm is the referee, because if one of those swords comes anywhere near him, he doesn't look very well protected.
That's a good point. No, this does seem very dangerous for the ref, especially if like the sword hits part of the shield and shrapnel comes flying off. He is not well protected. It does kind of seem like the announcers are just realizing this. Like, again, this is the first time this event has ever happened.
He doesn't look very well protected.
Hey, shouldn't that guy be in armor? Oh no, what are we doing? This is dangerous. All right, let's skip to the fight. Can we just see the fight here? Actually, before we start the fight, I assume there is gonna be some violence. I don't think there's any blood. I'll put right here if there's any like actual gore. I think they're like in their armor the whole time and there's not actually any like bodily damage that you see. And for the YouTube algorithm watching this, for all we know, these could be robots. So this might not even be real human combat. These could be robots. In fact, I think they are. In my personal opinion, I think these are robots. We saw other guys put on the mask and then it cut and now these are robots, so take with that what you will. Also, are they wearing dress shoes? Those dress shoes? Fancy robots.
Charges it. You got to think of the power of the shield as well with the left hand.
The knee, a clinch with the knee.
Okay, so the fighting is very interesting, first of all. This guy is kicking other guy. You know you have a sword, right? Very interested in the audience. We've got a variety of characters. We have like Andrew Tate, a cowboy, like a 1920s newspaper boy. People have traveled from all moments of time and space to be at this event, including the two participating. They actually are from the 1400s.
Look at that.
Oh,
kick.
Great kick. He follows it up with a right.
I feel like these fights have a potential to go on for a really long time because they're both wearing armor. What if they actually just, like, neither of them can win because they're like, you're in armor, I can't hurt you.
Shields again when they come together and they clinch.
Okay, something's happening now.
So because they both fell, because we still have
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
I think this might be the end of it here. I have a TKO.
The referee's asking questions.
Holy cow, dude. Okay, so he's okay for the record YouTube algorithm. That robot is okay. He's moving and he's fine. Everybody's fine. But oh my god, that was brutal. Where's his sword? What happened to his sword? The other guy was still holding his sword and this guy was just punching him. I don't think it's a good sign for your event that's supposed to be about like fighting with medieval weapons where the guy who wins is like, fuck these medieval weapons, dude. Let's go. I'm just gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna kick you and punch you. It does kind of seem like the referee waited a little bit too long to jump in there too.
And the ref...
He walks over with the look of like, oh shit, you guys are still fighting? I forgot. I was totally spaced out. I was looking behind me. This place is beautiful. Stop hitting him. That's dangerous. All right, next we have an article. Welcome to the strange and barbaric world of medieval MMA. Crazy stuff. No, this isn't something from a movie. This is as real as it looks. Yeah, I would say it's definitely not a movie, because this is not what sword fighting looks like in any movie I've ever seen. In movies, they're like, ting, ting, connecting sword, sword, hitting sword with sword. In this, it's like one guy flailing on the ground with a sword and the other guy like stomping his chest cavity in. The sword seemed like an afterthought. This is the crazy world of medieval MMA, where the modern world of fighting meets the Dark Ages. Yeah, I can't exactly say that sounds like a huge selling point to me. I think the Dark Ages are generally thought of as some pretty dark ages, so not exactly sure I want to go back there. The gimmick was originally used as a filler between fights during events at M1, Russia's biggest MMA organization. Oh, so it was like a halftime show at a regular MMA fight? However, such was the interest from the fans after the first bout, M1 President Vadim Finkelstein decided to make it a full-time event and created the medieval division. It's crazy that it used to be a filler between regular MMA fights. Like, imagine if they started doing that with other sports. Like the NFL's halftime show is like jousting. In between innings at baseball games, they have one man fighting a lion. Okay, now we have a TikTok. It says the actions in this videos are performed by professionals or supervised by professionals. I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna say these two aren't actual real knights, nor are there real knights supervising. Oh my God. Okay, he didn't even hit him with the axe. I feel like the guy who wins is always just fighting like a regular guy. He just threw him on the ground. He used the axe to help, but like, he didn't use the axe, you know? I feel like the only way to win this event is to convince the other guy he needs to be swinging his axe, and then you can get in there and just rough him up old-fashioned style. Or I guess not old-fashioned style. Modern day style. My God. Wait, where are they fighting? Is this like a CrossFit gym? There's like exercise, like medicine balls in the background. Yeah, there's a pull-up bar back there. Is this what CrossFit is? I wonder what the ratio of people who do these fights and do a second one is. I feel like it's 0. I feel like if I was in one of these fights, even if I won, it would be like the scariest thing ever and I would never do it again. It looks so painful. You're trapped inside of this armor. It makes it really hard to move, so you can't escape even if you wanted to. And sure, you have protective armor, but you're also getting wailed on with like a 30-pound axe. It definitely still hurts. I'm wondering if this is like the minor leagues or something, because the really big event was in this beautiful location and this is just in some kind of barn / gym. I feel like there's definitely a big like gap in the professionalism of this event, but they still are decked out in some really sick armor. I wonder how much it costs to get started in this. You can't exactly start without the necessary equipment because you would die. You can't spar with someone and just be like, it's all right, we'll use the axes still, just no armor because we can't afford that yet. I feel like it's got, like, this has to cost thousands of dollars. This is a rich man sport, to be sure. Okay, now we've got knight versus samurai, an unexpected ending. The beginning is unexpected. I thought it was just knights. We're introducing different kinds of fighters into this now. The next one's like knight versus Navy SEAL, and he just has a gun. Yeah, they actually let you bring any weapon into this. It's totally fair. So I just sort of sniped him from the other side of the ring and I won, obviously. All right, well, let's see what the unexpected ending is. If it's just one of them beating the other one with their bare hands, I hate to say it, but it won't be unexpected. Oh, this one's kind of sad. There's like nobody in the audience. They got all dressed up. They put on their $1,000 costume. They trained for this. The loser will live with a lifetime of regret. And let's face it, recovery probably. And there's like 7 people there watching. Oh, his sword broke. That's the end. Okay, so in this one, when his sword breaks, it's the end, but in the other one, when the guy drops his sword on purpose so we can start punching the other guy, that's allowed? I guess this time they were like, whoa, 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 he lost his sword, we have to stop, this is too dangerous now. Dangerous for the other guy, I mean. The sword was a hindrance, it was holding him back. He's gonna kill the other guy now. Now we have a group War? This just goes to show how far we've come as a society, man. As we've grown out of certain things as a species, like, you know, having to hunt, we end up going to the gym so we can still get exercise because it's good for our bodies. Still have to go to battle with neighboring tribes. We just do it at like a Renaissance fair with referees. What is this, man? There's no strategy here. I hate to say it, I don't even know if there's skill. It's like, what do you don't, who are you even fighting against? Everyone's wearing the same thing. Are there teams? You're also wearing a helmet where you can see like this much. You don't even know who you're fighting or if you're fighting anyone. You could be on the ground and think there's people all around you and there's not. I really shudder to think about the long-term consequences of being in this sport for any amount of time, really, like more than one fight. And I can't imagine there's a lot of money in it, you know? Like football has been proven to cause like head injuries and pretty serious lifelong damage in many instances. I'm gonna say this is worse. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that this is worse and you don't even get to be rich as a result. With that being said, it is kind of interesting to watch, you know? If this became the next big sport, would I watch? Maybe a little bit. Or maybe not. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time with another video. Bye-bye. Hey, Greg, I know that I'm late to this video. I'm gonna be talking about the Dobre Brothers' new music video with Lil Pump. It's called You Know You Lit. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that this is new, okay? It's a couple weeks old, so I'm sorry for being a little bit tardy to the party. If you've already seen other people talk about it, I'm sorry. But you know what? When they released that song a couple weeks ago, it wasn't even new then, okay? Because they've already released this song twice before in slightly different formats. They've uploaded You Know You Lit in 2017, 2018, and finally 2020. I don't know why they keep remaking the exact same song just slightly differently. And that's really what I want to talk about today. Because while the recent music video is pretty bad, it's even worse considering the fact that this is the only song that they can come up with. They've been making the same song for 3 years. So in today's video, I'd like to take a trip to the past, even more so than I already was going to, and talk about the history of You Know You Lit.
Yeah, we're not flipping this time, we actually about to rap. Hey, Dobre Brothers, let's get it. Easy money. It's about to get lit. Alright, Lucas, you started off, I'll follow. Alright, you ready? I'm about to go in.
I like that they're trying to like amp themselves up at the beginning of the song. I guess they do this in the beginning of a lot of rap songs where there's like a long period of instrumental before the beat drops. So they sort of had to fill that space by just like ad-libbing and saying stuff to get you in the vibe of the song. But I just like in this one how it seems like they're like planning the song. Okay, so we're gonna rap, right? Yeah, I think so. Why, did you wanna sing? No, you're right. We should definitely rap. Let's all rap, okay? We're gonna rap. Good, so we all agree this is going to be a rap song. When we're done, can we go to Chili's? Okay, Lucas, you go first. I'm Lucas and I'm gonna go first. And I'm gonna sing. No!
Alright, Lucas, you started off, I'll follow. Alright, you ready? I'm about to go in. Yeah.
I swear to God, dude, I'm gonna go in right now. I swear. The second I go in, I'm gonna go in so hard. Dude, the song's over. We finished like an hour ago. We just did it without you because you wouldn't stop saying I'm gonna go in.
Started from the grocery store, now I own the grocery store. Head spinning through the aisles, flipping through my marble floor.
So we start off with a line referencing the Dobre Brothers passed on Vine. They used to do Vines where they would backflip in front of people at the grocery store and get in their way. But now he's so rich that he's saying he owns a grocery store. And he says he can just head spin through the aisles all day, just spinning around on his head like a fucking Beyblade, just bouncing off the aisles. That's the life, isn't it? Buy a grocery store and just spin around on your head. The American dream.
Teachers say we couldn't make it, but we still do what we love. Now we heading for the hills, we be watching from above.
Oh shit. Is it just me or does it look like he pulled something when he did that move? Like that was the first time he ever tried that, and the second he got up there, he was like, oh fuck. Like look at his face. That is the face of someone who just realized that he can't do that dance move. That's that not getting out of bed for 3 weeks face. He genuinely looks scared, like he doesn't know what's gonna happen next. He's like, am I just gonna be stuck like this forever?
Hit it like you don't care, hit it if you ain't scared. Hit it like you don't care, hit it if you know you lit.
Alright, I love this chorus. Hit it if you don't care, hit it if you ain't scared, hit it if you don't care, hit it if you know you lit. A very interesting chorus, I gotta say. I honestly don't know what it means. Like, are they talking about hitting a dance move? Like hitting the woe? Hitting them folks? Are they talking about hitting it like some kind of sex thing? Either way, why would you be scared? Dude, I think that girl likes you. Huh? Really? Yeah, dude, I think so. Dude, go over there and hit it. Hit it like you're not even scared to. Dude, you gotta... Dude, what? What? Huh? You're scared. You're scared to hit it. I'm not.
Bottom red bottoms and I'm smacking that A. Calls for a pause, but we ain't here to play. Bachelor degree, master degree, made it through. Where were you?
Oh, okay. An educational flex. Bachelor degree, master's degree, made it through. Where were you? Where were you? Why didn't you help me study for finals, dude? I almost failed. Where were you when I was getting my master's degree? You know, before I was even trying to do social media? If you didn't support me back then you get no love now. It's also a little bit funny to flex a degree that you're clearly not using at all now. I don't even know what his degree is, but quite frankly, I don't think I have to know that he's not using it in the videos that he's making now. Like fake tongue prank on brothers. I'd be pretty hard pressed to think of a degree that is necessary to make that video.
Hop in my chariot, they call me Apollo. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm 4.
What? 1, 2, 3, and then I'm 4. What does that mean? All right, everyone. On the count of 3, I will be 4. 1, 2,
3, and then I'm 4. Hop in, that's drop top. Yeah, that grind, it's non-stop. That's your girl right there. She got my name on her crop top.
Yeah, that's a weird line because I can't picture anyone like over the age of 11 wearing a Dobre Brothers shirt. What does he mean by that? Is that your girl? That's my daughter. Yeah. Nah. She's wearing a Dobre Brothers crop top. She's my daughter now.
GTR, I'm swerving. What? Got your head turning. Yeah. 220 on the dash. Launch control, whiplash.
Oh, Jesus. I think he's trying to say he crashed his car. I'm sorry, dude, that sucks. He said, GTR, I'm swerving. Lost control, whiplash. Yikes. That's not a flex. That's sad. Now, I think we both really enjoyed that song. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think you'd be surprised at just how successful this song became. This song has 120 million views on YouTube. Isn't that crazy? How does that happen? The next one's got 70 million. They're really out here. I mean, say what you want about the songs not being good and being the same song over and over, but they pull the views. This next one they uploaded in 2018. It's called You Know You Lit Remix featuring 6ix9ine. That's right, the rapper 6ix9ine is supposedly in this. Which is kind of crazy that they got 70 million views on a song featuring 6ix9ine and it doesn't even have 6ix9ine in it. That's a wild strategy. Just saying someone's in your song that's not.
Bottom red bottoms and I'm smacking that A. Call shot calls cause we kill every day. Bachelor degree, master degree.
He really wants you to know that he's got a master's degree. Did he say where were you again too?
Made it through, where were you?
He really wants you to know that he has a master's degree, and he also really wants to know where you were when he was doing that. Why weren't you there? We don't need to cover too much in this song. It's almost identical to the first one. Most of their verses are almost exactly the same. It's the same beat. The only real thing that's different is that 6ix9ine is in this, even though it's not even 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine with the crew, yeah. Don't think I'm a fool, yeah.
And the imposter 6ix9ine's verse is loud, and that is all. All right, so there's all your background. Those are the You Know You Lits up until now. Now we have been blessed with the song You Know You Lit, featuring none other than Lil Pump. And this song is admittedly a lot better. The first two were it just seemed like they had no flow, no presence at all. That one dude really wanted you to know that he had a master's degree. And in this one, to be quite frank, it doesn't really seem like he cares if you know that or not, which is an improvement for sure. But you can definitely tell that they worked on their flow a little bit, thought about their lyrics a little bit more. They also actually got Lil Pump in this one. It's not just some guy dressed like him, which was definitely a surprise to me. I really thought it was just gonna be an imposter again. But with all that being said, I'm still gonna clown on him because it's what I do. I am a clown. Let's check it out.
We back again, hitting it again. Oh, yeah. Get up on your feet and bring a friend.
Aw, did he just friend zone his girlfriend? That's his girlfriend. He said bring a friend and it panned up to his girlfriend who's just staring blankly at the camera. Do you think she saw this later and was like, what the fuck? What's that supposed to mean? Have we just been friends this whole time and I didn't know? And he comes up and he's like, hey, what'd you think about the music video, pal?
If you know you lit, yeah. Man, I know I'm lit. Hit it if you know you lit.
that girl, I think it's Lucas's girl, it's Lucas or Marcus's girlfriend, seems like she does not want to be there at all whatsoever. I feel really bad actually, because at first he friend-zoned her, and now she's just kind of like standing around for the rest of the music video, kind of like, well, what am I doing here then? Wait, hold on. Is there like a weird subplot going on in this? I think I'm catching on to something here. One second. So Lucas calls his girlfriend his friend, and then like in the rest of the video, she looks kind of sad, and then in this shot, it looks like they're arguing.
Hit it if you know you lit, yeah. Yeah, I know I'm lit. Hit it if you know you lit.
Everyone else is like dancing all happy and like rapping at the camera, and these two are just like, why did you call me your friend? I'm not your friend. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't realize we were dating. Is that so hard to believe? Yeah, actually, it's been 3 years. You know what? I think I figured out what this song is actually about. The whole hit it if you know you lit. I was unsure before, but I think I've got it now. This song is directed at Cody Ko, because they challenged him to a boxing match, right? They want him to hit them if he knows he's lit. This song goes out to Cody Ko. If you really know you're that lit, then hit us. Punch us in the face if you know you lit. Come on, buddy, put him up. Let's go. Punch us if you know you lit. I just love that the whole premise of this song revolves around like saying this phrase over and over, hit it if you know you lit, that I don't even know if they know what it means. Like, I think they're just saying it. It is kind of interesting. They've released this song multiple times, and the first time they released it, the chorus had a lot of words, like lots of different lines, or at least a few. And in this song, it's just, hit it if you know you lit. Yeah, you know you lit. It's just kind of devolved each time. Eventually, they're just gonna get rid of all the other words, and the song is just gonna be like, hit, 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 hit.
I'ma hit it like I don't care. Balenciaga got like 10 pairs. Hit it, quit it, no I ain't scared.
I'm starting to think he is scared. They keep talking about not being scared. What is there to be afraid of? I don't understand. They're either having sex or dancing. Why does he keep talking about it if he's not scared? No one thinks you're scared. I'ma hit it like I don't care. I'ma hit it like I ain't scared. I'ma hit it, I'm a brave guy. I'ma hit it and I won't cry. And now for the moment we've all been waiting for, Lil Pump's verse.
Hit it cause you know I'm lit. Got 2 bust downs on my wrist. Ooh, no I can't wife no chick. No. Lil Pump there spending money on a bitch.
I gotta admit, the first time I watched this, I did not think that Lil Pump was really in this. The first couple shots he looks edited in. They like stabilized it weird or something. Like they put some weird filter on it that makes him look like he's not a part of the video. I don't know why they did that. It's like they're trying to make you think he's not really in it. But I'm pretty sure he is. I'm pretty sure that that's Lil Pump, and I'm pretty sure that he was there. And one of the ways that I can tell is that when they filmed the rest of the music video, it was daytime, and then when Lil Pump shows up, it's nighttime. Like that was the only time Lil Pump was available, or even funnier, if he showed up like 5 hours late to the shoot because, you know, that's what you do when you're a famous musician. You show up late to things. Because I just really love the thought of like the Dobre brothers all turning up to their song and filming it for like 2 hours, being like, yeah, we know we lit. And then like they all finish their verses and then just kind of have to sit around being like, he should be here by now, right? He's not coming, dude. He's not fucking coming. I knew it. He knows he's lit. He knows he's too lit. He's not gonna come. That's a big power move on Lil Pump's part, showing up 5 hours after everyone else is done filming. I'm pretty sure he also brought his own girls because there's way more girls here now than there were before. All right, so there's a big elephant in the room here that I think pretty much everyone who's talked about this song has talked about, and that's that like Lil Pump does not look like he wants to be there at all. And I don't think he does. Like he straight up looks like he's being held hostage. If you told me that they filmed this whole music video and recorded this song without thinking Lil Pump was gonna be in it, but then later that night they happened to see him leaving a club and they kidnapped him and brought him back to their crib and made him film this really quickly before the cops got wise, I would probably believe you. But on the other hand, it also kind of looks like the Dobre brothers don't give a fuck that he's there either. They're just kind of like, yeah, okay, we did it. We got Lil Pump in the song.
Balenciaga, Louis, ooh, you know my life is a movie. Yeah.
Hey, last night was a movie, dude. I kicked it with the Dobre brothers. You should have seen the shit we got into, dude. We did that last to stop using mouth wins challenge. We did that pranking my girlfriend 100 times in 24 hours challenge, which is a brutal title, by the way, dude. This is a 15-minute video where this girl supposedly gets pranked 100 times. That's insane. That's like 7 pranks a minute. Shit, maybe his life is a movie. All right, guys, well, there you have it. There's the history of You Know You Lit. I hope you learned something. I hope you had a good time. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my subscribers. So consider subscribing to be Greg. Thank you, Queen Kazzy, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where a pumpkin talks for 15 minutes with me on its shirt. Bye. What's up, Greg, and welcome back to another episode of Everybody Gonna Jail. Everybody Gonna Jail. 2020 is the year, man. I don't know what it is about it or the past couple days, but it seems like every YouTuber is gonna go to jail. A couple days ago, I saw that Jake Paul's house was raided by the FBI and they took, I guess, a bunch of guns, is what it looked like. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why he got so many guns. And now I'm seeing that the Stokes twins, who you may remember from my video about the shirtless twins of Instagram, they are being charged by the police for a fake robbery prank. Now, like me, you may be wondering, what's a fake robbery prank? How do you rob a bank as a prank? Makes you think. Like, did they just rob a bank and when they got caught, they were like, oh no, dude, it's just a prank. I mean, sure, we did actually steal all that money, we held hostages and ended up killing a witness, but it was just a prank, dude. There were cameras everywhere. They were all up on the ceiling. You didn't see them? Technically, they were the bank's security cameras, but there were cameras everywhere, so that makes it a prank. So the way I found out about this is from this article on The Verge. It's called YouTube Prank Star Stokes Twins Charged with Felony After Fake Bank Robbery Video. They're being charged with a felony, according to this article. I don't know if it's like one felony between them because they're twins, so do they each get half a felony? I don't know how that works. I don't know how twin work. Alan and Alex Stokes, 23-year-old twin brothers known best for posting prank videos to YouTube under their channel Stokes Twins, have each been charged with a felony related to a fake bank robbery, the aftermath of which the brothers recorded and posted to YouTube last October. Oh damn, this was posted in October and they're just getting charged for it now? They probably thought they were gonna get away with this scot-free. They thought they'd be able to avoid anyone named Scott. But lo and behold, here come the Scots. You letting the Scots outside. As part of the prank, the two brothers falsely presented themselves as criminals to an Uber driver and other random bystanders. Okay, so they didn't really rob a bank, they're just walking around town pretending that they were criminals. So wait, they got arrested for pretending to be criminals. But since what they were doing was against the law, they're actually criminals. So maybe they shouldn't go to jail after all, because they were criminals the whole time. I'm smart. Stokes Twins, please hire me as your lawyer. These were not pranks. These are crimes that could have resulted in someone getting seriously injured or killed, Todd Spitzer, the Orange County District Attorney, said in a statement. Damn, I love that. These were not pranks. These are crimes. I mean, I gotta agree with him. But honestly, they kind of had to call it a prank, because like what else would they title the video? Fake bank robbery, crime. Not a prank, this is a crime. Epic crime. Crime gone wrong? All right, anyway, that's enough of this article. What do you say we just watch the video? Because I found it. You guys want to check out this video? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Guys, I'm not gonna be able to hear you because I edited in these sound effects after the video, so I can't hear anything right now.
Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. So I'm Alan and I'm Alex.
What is this little baby lullaby music at the beginning? What a weird change of pace. They start with this video of two like crooks violently exiting a building with bags of money. They're running around scrambling. They've got ski masks on and duffel bags full of cash. People are legit scared, like running away because they think they're in real danger. And then it just cuts to them like, hey guys, we're doing a video today. We're gonna be doing a sweet little baby prank. We're playing sweet, soft music to really exemplify the fact that what we think we're doing is really cute and silly, and we don't understand the consequences of our actions at all.
You might be wondering why we're dressed like this, and it's because... we're doing a bank robber prank. Yep.
Kind of makes me uncomfortable how funny they think they're being when they're describing this very dangerous prank. What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be doing an epic prank. We're gonna be going... I can't even say it. Dude, you made me laugh. Stop. I can't. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, I got it. Today we're gonna be hunting people with a bow and arrow. Oh my god, this is gonna be hilarious.
We're gonna be running around in front of people and making it seem like we just got done robbing a bank. Let's try to get this video 100,000 likes because we're literally risking our lives doing this video.
Okay, wait, so they do understand how dangerous they're being in this video. They just said they're risking their lives, so they know there's a good chance that like the police could get called on them and they could get guns pointed at them. They're like, hey guys, make sure you smash that like button, baby, because we could die from this shit. 1 like equals 1 shock from the defibrillator. But I guess the problem is that they only see the possible harm being to them. They don't seem to understand that other people could be hurt by their actions also.
Excuse me? Do you know where the nearest bank is at?
Which kind?
Just like a bank where I can make like a large withdrawal, if you know what I mean.
There we go.
200? No, I'm trying to make like a larger like amount. You know how tight their security is, or?
Oh, God, I'm so uncomfortable. This dude is just not entertained at all. I really admire this dude's ability to just look so bored and like not impressed by this prank. I feel like this dude, the twin, I don't know if this one is Alex or Alan. I'm just gonna call him Al. I feel like Al thought this dude would be like, oh, what a fun, oh, this is such a fun prank. Oh, what a fun, silly little thing you're doing. But I gotta give it to this guy. He just straight up stone-faced them. Just, I don't get, no, I don't care. What is this? I feel like that's the best thing you can do to a prankster, is just like not react at all. Because how boring of a video would that be? A prank video where nobody gives a shit about the prank that you're doing? I got stabbed. What? In the arm, look. This is dumb. Got him. Epic crime. Hey, look, man, I'm trying to perform CPR on someone. Can you get out of here with your dumb prank? It's not dumb. Next prank.
Ooh, little boy, I'm a monster.
I don't care.
I'm a scary monster, though.
I don't care.
I'm gonna get.
You suck.
Haha, mean. Guys, smash the like button. 1 like equals 1 I don't suck.
You do suck. Shh. Cheating on the love of my life prank with a fake girl. She's gonna come in any second and see this. Okay, where is she?
Sir, your wife passed away this morning.
What?
I was one of the officers on the scene. Too late, unfortunately. She collapsed on her way to work. Said something about losing her will to live because her husband is so bad at pranks. A passerby tried to perform CPR, but he said he got distracted by a dumb prank.
Hey, look, man, I'm trying to perform CPR on someone. Can you get out of here with your dumb prank? Dumb prank? Dumb prank.
I can't believe it.
He didn't hate my prank. He was just busy.
What? No. Also, you're under arrest.
Fuck.
Uber for Alan?
Yes.
What is it? Our getaway driver just bailed on us.
Oh great, now they're trying to prank an Uber driver. They're trying to make the Uber driver think that he's the getaway driver for a bank robbery.
Where's like this? Oh, we're going to like a costume party. Sure. Yeah. Could you step on it, like step on the gas?
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up, doesn't it? I think that really encapsulates this very nicely. This is weird. It's not funny. Imagine if the Uber driver's like not even scared. He's just like giving them an honest critique of their prank. He's like, guys, this is really unoriginal. It's not gonna be funny. And honestly, it's weird. You guys are weird. What do you think their Uber score was after this? Negative 8,000?
Okay, can I just take this away? Just get out of my compass.
Actually?
Wait, actually? Wait, what? You don't want to be the getaway driver for our epic bank robbery crime?
Like, do you think if we, you know what I'm talking about? So we slip.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on? You guys just get out of an Uber a minute ago? You're videotaping stuff?
Yeah, we were
like a public prank.
One of them just said, we were doing a public prank. A public prank, you know, the kind that you do in public, as opposed to like a private prank. Dude, I was just in the bathroom all by myself and I just pulled an epic private prank. No one's allowed to see it though. That shit was private.
Public prank that gets about 15 police officers in the area hauling butt over here. Because you guys are pulling off masks.
What's your name?
Oh, and right back to it. Just cuts the cop off mid-sentence. The police showed up, told us to stop or they're gonna arrest us, but we ain't got time for that. It's time to prank. It's crime time. I'd say it's prime time for a crime time.
Goes to call police. What a weird thing for this guy to do. He just goes to call the police because he thinks he's just witnessed a robbery. Uh-oh, Good Samaritan alert. What a fucking dweeb. So at the end of the video, it shows them going up to a couple of the people that they've pranked throughout the video and like telling them that it's a prank and laughing about it. So apparently they go up to these kids and then they start talking about how the police keep getting called on them all day, and they're as if they're like exasperated from it.
Yeah, no, we've had the police calling us like all day. So like,
Which, like, if they were, then why not just stop after the police get called on you the first time? Or maybe stop right after you have the idea for the video.
No. So like there was an Uber. I called an Uber driver, right? And we both got in the car. And then the like people like saw us get in the car with like the ski mask and everything on. And then the Uber driver kicked us out of the car. 1 minute later, there were like 10 cop cars that pulled out like guns on him. Like they were like rifles. They thought he was a getaway driver. So he had like 15 guns like put on. He's like, I'm not even a part of this.
Oh my God. I seriously cannot believe that these two are standing around laughing about this. Standing around joking and laughing about almost getting their Uber driver shot by the police. That's so crazy. This is so weird. Like, I feel like when I've watched the Stokes twins videos before, they've never been like that, like pushing the envelope. It's usually just like really dumb YouTube shit. Like, yeah, their most recent videos, eating 100,000 calories in 24 hours. Extreme bite, lick, or nothing food challenge. I don't know what that means. Here's some really gross food. You can either bite, lick, or nothing! It's the only game show that allows you to do a total cop-out every time. It sounds exciting. How do you get like this? How do you get to a point where, first off, you come up with this idea and think it's a good idea, and then second off, you put someone in such serious danger that they could have died for a YouTube video and are standing around laughing about it? I feel like this is a thing that happens with YouTubers, and plenty of people have talked about this before, even like Logan Paul with the whole Japan thing. But you get like so obsessed with getting views on your videos that everything just seems like it's in order to get views. And so then anything crazy that happens while you're shooting a video is just like, oh man, I can't believe we got that on tape. I can't believe this is gonna be such a crazy video. This is gonna get so many views. It's just so weird that it seems like you stop seeing people as people. I didn't see this part of the video when I watched it the first time because I just stopped once they stopped pranking people. That is crazy.
It's gonna get someone potentially gun stuck or someone hurt.
And I just didn't expect this to actually happen because like most of the people are just always laughing because they're twins, so they can usually tell right away.
So this dude's saying, oh, we thought that everyone would know it's a prank right away because they're twins, and twins always do pranks. So, wait, you thought that everyone would know that you were joking right away? Then how is that a prank? You know, one of those pranks where you know the whole time that you're being pranked and you know that it's not real, so it's not a prank. We thought it was gonna be that kind of prank. It's not a prank if you don't fool anyone, is it? It's just two guys doing a thing. Or I guess to quote the district attorney of Orange County, it's just a crime. Anyways, that's pretty much the end of the video. Sorry if this wasn't as funny. I feel like this was a little bit more ranty and less funny, but hopefully you still enjoyed it. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Also, if you want to get any merch, head on over to dannygonzalez.store. There's some pretty fresh stuff on there, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
This video is over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this? Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Too Danny, Too Furious. I hope you're having a great day. I know I am, and that's because we're gonna go on the subreddit again. Yep, it's a subreddit video. It's been a week or two since the last time I was on the subreddit. Let's see how creative and fun and interesting the old site is today. So I'm gonna go top, and I'm gonna go month, and let's see what we got. Danny messaged me on Instagram. This has 2.3 thousand upvotes, and it is someone pretending to be me. That's so cool. Danny Gonzalez. Lots of Z's there. This is sleepy Danny Gonzalez. Danny Gonzalez with a bunch of Z's. He's snoring. But he does sound just like me. Hello, sweetheart. I'm in need of a sugar babe, pen pal, companion. That's so many things. Sugar babe, pen pal, and companion. I want to pay you, and I want you to write to me, and I want want this to be like a mutually beneficial relationship where we're both getting companionship out of this. Sounds like you just want a long distance relationship, and I guess you're gonna pay them as well. I'll provide your financial needs as long as we last. Let's get to know ourselves better. Okay, I like that there's not a question mark at the end of that. It's like a statement. Let's get to know ourselves better. Okay, I'm good. That's weird. So I sent you this message and I noticed you didn't accept it yet. Do you not want your financial needs met? Because I think I made myself pretty clear in the DM. I'm gonna meet your financial needs and let's get to know ourselves better, okay? It's not let's get to know each other better either. It's let's get to know ourselves. Like, Sleepy Danny still has a lot to learn about himself as well. And he needs, whoever he sent this message to, he needs their help to figure it out. Oh, there's text on this. He's so considerate to reach out to his fans to get to know us. He's not just trying to get to know you, he's trying to get to know himself as well. In all seriousness, it's hilarious to see the way scammers try to scam people. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm kind of interested to see like where this was gonna go, how he was gonna try to scam you, but I think it's just actually a better idea for everyone to just ignore these types of accounts. Don't try to figure it out. I do not endorse anyone trying to figure out how this person's gonna try to scam you, lest you get scammed. Lest you. I don't think I've ever said lest before. That is a thing. What does that even mean? Lest you get scammed. Define lest. It's a conjunction. Oh, it's formal, extremely formal. Lest you get scammed with the intention of preventing, to avoid the risk of. Yeah. Do not message these accounts lest you get scammed. Oh, looks like I picked the perfect time to start using the word though. Its usage is at pretty much an all-time low. Man, I swear to God, dude, I was born in the wrong generation. I should have been around in the early 1800s. Lest me looking like a fool. This is Danny if his YouTube career didn't work out. He turned into a porn bot and then somebody said, when wasn't he? It's kind of fucked up. Why did I read this in his voice though? I read it in my voice too, funny enough. I read it out loud in my own voice. So to be clear, do not message any of these back, please. I don't want to be responsible for people getting scammed. Okay, the next most popular post in here is removing one of Danny's facial features every day. And it looks like all of the subsequent most liked things for a while are them removing facial features on my body. Okay, well this is taking up a lot of room on the subreddit. Oh, and then someone made Canadian Danny. It's a lot like Curtis. Well, I'm definitely not gonna review each individual one of these pictures as I slowly lose all of my facial features. But this, on the other hand, is very interesting. Found this on a trash can while on vacation, and it's a sticker of me spanking myself. There's a lot I would like to know about this. First off, where were you on vacation that this is on a trash can? Where did the person who did this get this sticker? I've never sold stickers like this before. Did someone make this just to put it on like a Caribbean trash can? You should sell these as merch. Trash cans with stickers on them? I don't know. Seems kind of gross. Making that trash can look much hotter and stinkier. One time I passed a test, so my teacher gave me this sticker to congratulate me. Huh? I bought a meme sticker pack from Amazon for my students and there were a bunch of Danny stickers in it. What the fuck? Is someone selling my likeness without me knowing? Okay, Redbubble, I knew about this site. They just steal people's shit and sell it. Danny Gonzalez merch.com. That's not my merch website. What the hell is this? Dude, is there like a counterfeit Danny Gonzalez merch industrial complex? What is going on? Why are there so many companies that sell fake merch? There's Carol what the fuck stickers? Okay, now I gotta go to Amazon. Danny Gonzalez sticker. Actually, let me just search Danny Gonzalez. Oh, this is fucked up. There's t-shirts. I'm Greg doing Greg things. 600 piece cool random stickers. 156 funny meme vinyl stickers. Am I in one of these? Searching for Danny. Okay, I don't think I'm in this. I guess this is the type of thing that they were talking about. Thought that was me for a sec, but that's Squidward. Damn, dude, that's crazy. I didn't know that there was a whole industry around stealing my shit, only for it to end up in a compromising situation like this, covered in garbage dust or whatever that is. This is... Honestly, I would like to lest this. I would like to avoid this. Dude, this is so weird to conceptualize. There's probably like other places where there's just like pictures of me and I don't even know. Greg died today. Spam rip Greg in the chat. Oh no! Aw, it's a cute little mouse. I'm sorry your mouse died. Or is that a rat? Okay, looks like it's a rat. It's cute either way. I'm sure you gave this little Greg a great life. They look happy here. I mean, he's chilling out here. That's about the chillest rat I've ever seen. Usually you see rats in popular culture and they're like scurrying. They're never still, that's for sure. They're always scurrying around and up to no good. So the fact that this rat is calm and collected in this image, I bet you gave him a great life. Rest in peace, Greg. We'll see you on the other side, buddy. What is this? Danny Gonzalez fake call? It's an app? This app is a simple app, enables the user to make a fake call that looks so real. Okay, so it looks like you can pretend to talk with me and accept video calls. Dude, what the hell? Okay, this looks like the Android app store, and I don't have an Android phone. Let me just see if it's on iPhones real quick. I would like to talk to this guy. Danny Gonzalez. No results. Wah, wah. Rated for 3 and up. You want to talk to Danny? You're gonna have to be 3 years old. I'm gonna tell that to my kids someday. When I have kids, I'm gonna be like, not till you're 3. Not unless you're 3, bud. I'm like 90% sure that this app developer made this app to bait Danny into playing/reviewing it on his channel, which may increase sales possibly. Sales? Looks like it's free, dog. I checked the developer and apparently they've made many such similar apps with different famous people, but I don't know, maybe you right. I read that right. Yeah, I kind of assumed that this was like a reference to the videos I've made about like the fake granny call game and someone just thought it would be funny to make it. But if they just do this for other like YouTubers and stuff, then they might not even really have like a concrete grasp of who I am and they just like threw this together. Shit, now I gotta like find an Android phone to play this. I want to talk to Danny Gonzalez. I want to make a fake call that looks so real. And so this is also sort of going in the category of like weird counterfeit paraphernalia and fake conversations with Danny Gonzalez. There's like a theme in this episode. It's like counterfeit me. You know you've made it when you're in a game theory video. I think I've actually been in a few. Oh, I thought this was gonna be a video. It's just a picture. Okay, so it looks like it's a video about the recent Merge Mansion ads. Oh, and there I am. All right, let's see what they say about me.
And so, as you'd expect, the internet was going nuts. Danny Gonzalez literally dropped everything to make a reaction video to this.
Even Danny Gonzalez was talking about this. A guy notorious for not talking about anything ever. I actually really like the theorist channels. I don't really watch game theory because I'm not that into video games, but I've been watching a lot of food theory lately. I think I've seen myself mentioned in their videos before, so I don't know if someone there like watches my videos or if they're like just like obsessed with me but pretty flattering, low-key. Pedro Pascal is in a Merge Mansion ad.
But to me, those ads just seem to once again confirm everything that I talked about in my past theories.
Okay, all right, easy, man. I didn't see all the other ads. What do you mean it just confirmed everything you knew?
Those ads just seem to once again confirm everything that I talked about in my past theories.
Pedro Pascal being in the ads confirmed everything you knew? Do you have old videos about Merge Mansion being like, all of these clues lead me to the conclusion that Pedro Pascal is gonna be the detective? But hey, that's just a theory. Yeah, that's probably what his last video was like. Well, you know what? Sorry I was not up to date on the lore, I guess, but that's cool. That's cool I'm in this video. Every time Danny has said squishy bones. As my bones are getting squishy. My bones are getting squishy. And gives him the squishy bones, for God's sake. Fuck, his bones are getting squishy, I think. Maybe her bones are getting squishy. Maybe her bones are squishy. She's humiliated. Bones squishy, honestly. That's like one of my favorite running jokes that's just for no reason. You know, I was gonna say, this is every time I've said squishy bones in videos. This isn't every time I've said the phrase squishy bones, but I actually don't think I've ever said that phrase outside of filming a video, so this might be every time I've ever said it, except for the few times I said it just now. I want squishy bones merge. Same, but without the merge. The fuck? I like this joke because it's like so subtle that if you didn't know it was like a weird recurring thing, you wouldn't pick up on it. But then the more videos you watch, you start to notice it, and it's like, it's kind of like only for real fans. It's only for like the realist fans that get it. So if you get it, congrats. Okay, this is cool too. An edit of every first frame of Danny from all videos from the last 3 years. Lots of me saying, "What's up, Greg?" I wish they played the audio from them all too, so you could just hear like, what. Wow. I do start every video in the same position. I guess I sort of do that intentionally. Weird to see like my face and hair change over time too. This is what I look like now, and this is what I look like 3 years ago. All right. My hair got different. Bro, what the fuck? Found this at a local antique store today. Dude, what the hell? There's no way this is a coincidence. This is so weird. Did you buy it? It was only 50 cents, of course. I would have paid whatever for it to come home with me, though. Don't get me wrong. Okay, wait. When was this? When did this person buy this at the antique store, and when did the other person find it on a trash can? Is this the same person? 15 days ago, and they found it at the antique store 15 days ago. I'm gonna say it's not the same sticker because that one looked way too dirty to have been there for less than a day. But that's insane. insane. Wow, that's really antique. It's just like the one my great-great-great-grandfather used to have. Okay, dude, how many of these stickers are there? I didn't know that they were that old. Okay, there's a lot of me spanking me on the subreddit today. I didn't know that that was such a monumental part of my brand. I guess I should do this more in videos? I don't know. My boy Danny made it. Okay, I'm in another video? Guava Juice, a guide to losing your entire audience by Sunny V2. Oh, I'm in a Sunny V2 video? Gotta say, not the biggest Sunny V2 fan. Yeah, Sunny V2 has said some very gross things about Mr. Beast's friend Chris. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. And by kind of, I mean I agree. Okay, so it's just a clip about how Guava Juice lost his entire audience, and looks like I am maybe to blame. I don't think that's really true. All right, let's see what's hot right now on the subreddit. What do we got going on right now? Okay, this motherfucker's still removing my facial features. Okay, that's thank you for that. Oh no, this is the one thing besides is Greg the fastest growing army that you're not supposed to Google. Shit, I thought I could distract everybody with the whole Greg thing so people wouldn't even be focused on Googling this. Oh no, I like how it says that there's 200 million results, but it's not gonna show you them. It's just gonna tell you. Look, I could show you all the results, but yeah, I know what you wanna know, and he's not real, okay? You don't need to go to any websites. You don't need to take anyone's word for it besides me. He's not real. I'm liking Danny's new look. That's weird, dude. I actually wasn't sure if this was like me with like a filter on it at first. I'm still not sure, actually. Is this an edited picture of me? I don't like this, man. I don't like that at all. This scares me deeply. Yeah, me too. Added to the list of counterfeit Danny things going on today. I feel like I've taken a selfie from this exact, like exactly looking like this before, but the background wasn't like, I don't recognize this background at all. So that makes me think it's not me. Whoever posted this picture, is this me? Can you please clear it up? Me watching Danny's new video as if I don't have / believe in psychic abilities. Okay, that's kind of, that's pretty surprising. But I guess that's a compliment that they still watched the entire video, even though I was pretty clear that I don't believe in them and that belief only was strengthened by the video. But hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it, glad you watched it. Ghostly Orchid. Post some videos that you doing some sick telekinesis in the subreddit. If you really are psychic, I would like to see it. Maybe you could change my mind. Post it in here. That's not an open invitation to everyone, by the way. That's only an invitation to this one person. I don't want to see everybody posting psychic shit in here. Just that one. All right, well, I would say that's enough for today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for posting in the subreddit. If you've got some funny, interesting, inspirational stuff, please put it in the subreddit, and I'll be back again with another video very soon. Bye. What's up, Greg, and welcome back to the Beef Zone, baby. This is where we talk about the internet's hottest drama going on right now. Today we're gonna be talking about Axel Weber. He's a TikTok star, and he's already started one of the year's most insane internet quarrels. I don't particularly talk about internet drama too much on my channel, but I had to do an installment of the Beef Zone just this once because this is a pretty unique case. I don't think I've ever seen anybody start an internet beef quite like this before, and that's because this dude Axel has started a feud with a college. This dude has started beef with a 4-year accredited institution. I've never seen that happen before. Other influencers are out here starting beefs with each other because of like messy breakups, problematic tweets. This dude's out here starting beef with institutions. That's crazy. I'm gonna start doing that. The DMV, you're done. You're canceled. I had to wait in line once 5 years ago when I got my license renewed. You're done. Everybody go harass the DMV now, please. No, don't actually do that. This dude, Axel Weber, he's a very popular TikToker. He's got 3.9 million followers. He is, okay, what was that? It looked like he was calling me. Okay, it's to share to WhatsApp, I see. I click on it, he's like, hey dude, are you making a video about me right now? No, how did you know that? So yeah, he was already really popular on TikTok. He had like 1 million followers a couple months ago, and now he's skyrocketed to almost 3.9 million followers, mostly because of this series of videos he did auditioning for Juilliard's acting school, and he did not get in. And his fans were like so upset by this that they started a war with Juilliard, which like thrust Axel into the spotlight because all of these major news outlets were like covering this dude. And so now he has like almost 4 million followers literally because he didn't get into Juilliard. Kind of crazy considering I also didn't get into Juilliard and I don't have 4 million followers on TikTok. So what happened with that? I didn't even get an audition with Juilliard. They didn't even offer me one. How fucked up is that? Where are my fans? Greg, what's going on? It's just kind of crazy that you can get famous for not doing something impressive, you know? Like if he had gotten into Juilliard, that would be really cool. That'd be worth, you know, making a big stink about, I feel like, because like nobody gets into Juilliard. Dude, did you hear about that guy who's going viral viral because he's gonna try to climb Mount Everest blindfolded with his hands tied behind his back? Oh, no way, dude, that sounds insane. Did he actually do it? No, no, actually, he did not. He's dead. He died. Not even on the mountain either. He choked on a granola bar on the flight to Mount Everest. He's going viral? Yeah, dude, his funeral has 800 million likes. So I feel like to fully appreciate this story, we kind of have to go back to the beginning where it all began. So in December of 2021, just about a month ago, Axel had just moved to New York. He's pursuing acting. He's making a bunch of TikToks about living in the world's smallest apartment, and he has just hit 1 million followers on TikTok.
Hi, we just hit 1 million on TikTok. Come on.
I can see why he had followers to begin with. He's like a charismatic guy. I'm sure people think he's handsome. He's got personality. He does his little dancey dance. Look at him go. But little did Axel know at the time that one Juilliard audition would change his life forever. And not because he did a good job, but because he did so bad that it changed his life forever.
Dear Axel, on behalf of the Juilliard division, thank you for your interest in our program and for sharing your talent with the faculty during the initial audition. As you are already aware, due to our callback process, you are no longer under consideration for admission for fall 2022.
It sounds like he already knew he wasn't getting in. It's kind of fucked up that they even sent him the letter. You already know this because we didn't give you a callback after your audition, but just so you know, you're still not accepted to Juilliard. You still did a really bad job. There's no chance of you getting in here. How many times do they have to tell him he didn't get into Juilliard? Damn. They just send him a letter every year. Dear Axel, as you may have guessed, as you are 2 years into going to a completely different school for a completely different degree, you did not get into Juilliard. Your audition was very bad, Axel. You ruined your chances of an acting career, Axel. Over the past 2 years, we have been telling every casting director and pretty much everyone who works in the industry how bad your audition was. We've had a lot of time to destroy your career, Axel, and we've done it. So it's a pretty sad video of him not getting into his dream school. I definitely feel for him, and a lot of other people did too. So basically what happened after that is a bunch of people started rallying to support him. You had like all of his own fans commenting, being like, fuck Juilliard, dude, you don't need Juilliard. Even some celebrities weighed in.
Hello, Axel.
Hi, Charlie.
I replied to your video, but I figured I'd do a video message as well.
Appreciate it.
Not only did I not get into Juilliard, but I didn't get into 5 of these prestigious schools that I wanted to get into that I thought could better my career.
Don't believe it.
And while I do think school is great, and I did end up going to Berkeley,
okay,
a prestigious
Berkeley,
conservatory for the arts is not going to be the thing that defines your career as an actor.
Ooh.
Honestly, I mean, it's a sweet sentiment, and I agree with the message. You know, not every famous actor went to a super prestigious school like Juilliard to learn how to act. You know, some just had rich parents, and so that's how they got into it. Lucky for him, I feel like he seems to like Charlie Puth. I feel like this video would not be nearly as impactful if it was like some guy that Axel does not care about. There's a video of Vanilla Ice being like, take it from me, Vanilla Ice. I didn't get into Juilliard either, but that didn't stop me from becoming the 20th most famous person for 1 month in 1995 and then slowly slipping into obscurity for the rest of my life. Axel's like, oh, thanks, dude. Does anyone else want to chime in? Did anyone else not get into Juilliard? Someone with like a lifelong body of work? Someone with a really impressive career? It wasn't just like celebrities reaching out to Axel either. There were like different organizations being like, hey, you don't need Juilliard, dude. Come work with us and we'll get you to where you want to be in your career.
I didn't get into Juilliard. We know that.
And I did get another letter to prove it. This is the 17th one they've sent me now.
But I did get a modeling contract with one of the largest agencies in the world.
So I am a little confused about how this happened or why Axel seems to be so like excited about it. It does seem to be like totally unrelated to what he said his dream was. I thought he wanted to be an actor and go to a prestigious acting school. Like, does he even want to be a model? I don't know if he's ever mentioned it before. I watched a few of his TikToks from like before that, and it seemed like he really wanted to be an actor. It's like a totally different industry. All right, guys, you know that my dream of becoming a professional actor didn't work out, but I am still gonna be working in the industry, it turns out. I got a job at a movie theater. I think I may be able to work my way up from there. I think you'll be seeing me on the big screen real soon. It's just weird to see him going from not getting into a school that he wasn't qualified for to getting a job that it seems like he is even less qualified for, because I assume he at least had some sort of like acting prowess or like did some sort of acting before he started applying to acting schools. But modeling, it's like he didn't even want to do that before. Not only did he get a modeling job out of getting rejected from Juilliard, he also got a New York Times article.
We just made the New York Times. When Axel Weber was rejected from Juilliard,
The internet stepped in.
The article is basically covering how all of Axel's fans flooded the Juilliard Instagram account to like lambast them in the comments. Which, to be fair, Axel does say like, don't do that.
More than anything, we cannot bash Juilliard though. They're just doing their job.
I don't want to lead you into thinking that Axel like actively encouraged this and like caused this to happen. Like he was like, fuck Juilliard. Everybody ripped them to shreds in the comments. But his videos did unintentionally have that consequence. And it's pretty crazy to read some of the comments that people have left on Juilliard's Instagram account. Let's take a look at some of them. Their most recent posts have like 0 comments, 1 comment, 6 comments. Let's go to around the time this Axel Weber drama was going on. 1,000 comments, 2,000 comments, 18,000 comments. 18,000? Dude, what were people saying? Let my boy Axel in. He deserves better. Let Axel in. Get my boy in. My dog died on campus and they tied me up and made me eat it. Doesn't have anything to do with Axel. Dude is just straight up slandering this university because his boy didn't get in. Don't worry, Axel. You should be glad you didn't get in there. All right? They made me eat my pet. You're gonna regret it when that man wins an Oscar. I honestly don't even think that they would regret it if he like ended up having a successful acting career. They really only care about the people they did admit having successful acting careers. In general, I've seen a lot of comments that have the same tone of like, I bet Juilliard wishes they never rejected my man. And it's like, yeah. Probably, but I don't think it's for the reason you think. I don't think it's like the dean's office that are like, oh, we should have never said no. He's so talented. Look at him on TikTok doing his little dancey dance. He's wearing a sweater. He's modeling. Oh, what we could have had. No, it's not them, dude. It's the poor like 20-year-old marketing intern that runs the Juilliard school Instagram account. It's the person who keeps getting notifications on their phone saying like, let Axel in. New Instagram comment. Let Axel in. They're the one that's probably like, Jesus Christ, couldn't they just fucking accept this kid? I really like this comment. Let him in, you dogs. L school. Juilliard does not care, all right? They do not care that they have 18,000 comments on one post. The headmaster of Juilliard, what is it? What is like the person who is in charge called? Is it the dean? The headmaster? The principal? I went to college. I don't know why the president. We had a president of our school. I don't think the president is reading these comments being like, L school. Oh, classes are canceled today. Go home. Everyone go home. It's also like, whoa, dude, don't start insulting the kid's dream school. You're not really rooting for him if you're like, oh, you wanted to go to that L school, Axel? That decrepit excuse for a school run by dogs? I definitely feel bad for whatever school he applies to next if he ever tries to apply for colleges again. When they get that application, they're just gonna like start sweating immediately. All right, who's next on the list of applicants? All right. No pressure, but if we don't let this kid in, we're gonna get doxxed and swatted. Right now, you're probably wondering, like, what were Axel's chances of getting into Juilliard? Like, was he a shoo-in and like a really good actor and had like an insane experience? What is this guy's qualifications? First off, let's look up how hard is it to get into Juilliard. Spelled Juilliard wrong, so I am definitely not going to get in. Admission to Juilliard is highly competitive with an overall acceptance rate between 5 and 8%. So it's an extremely difficult school to get into. Obviously, it's like insanely prestigious. But you know, maybe he killed his audition. Maybe he's a great actor. So let's see. He has a TikTok talking about how his audition went. So let's hear in his own words how he describes it.
Here's how you absolutely botch a Juilliard audition. Remember I said the only thing I can't do is an accent? I did an accent. I couldn't help it. I jest Oberon and make him smile. It just sounds better when he sounds like he came straight out of an HBO show.
All right, I know it's not the point of the TikTok, but what does he mean I couldn't help it when he said he did the accent? Like, did you prepare your audition and not practice an accent at all? And then the second you get into your audition, you're like, hello, governor. Why am I talking like this? Oh, no. Did you really just decide to do an accent on the fly? Because, like, holy shit, what a bad idea. Of course you didn't get into Juilliard, dude. You went off book. You became a different nationality. Live.
The guy gave me absolutely no reaction. He just stared right into my soul.
I feel like that's kind of how auditions go, though. If you do a really great job, they're not supposed to be like, like right off the bat. I think they're supposed to play it cool because they can't like make you think you got the part just in case, you know, someone even better comes in and then they have to give it to that person. And what reaction was he expecting? Guys, I don't think my audition went very well. The admissions director didn't even come. He just said, thanks, that'll be all. You know what he should have done if he wanted to impress them? He should have came into the audition speaking in a British accent, and then when he was actually reading his monologue, switched to his regular American accent. They would have been blown away.
I have an audition for Juilliard. January 9th, I have to learn some Shakespeare.
Never even read Hamlet. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal, and sometimes I lurk in a gossip's bowl. I don't understand what's happening.
Not that I really think that this made a difference, but just a word of advice. If you're applying for a college, I wouldn't post on your like public social media something about like the application process or the audition process being like, I don't know what the fuck this means. This shit's dumb, dude. Shakespeare sounds like an idiot, man. It's also weird that like, after all of these videos of him being like, I don't know what the fuck Shakespeare is, and him being like, I randomly did an accent at the audition, that all of his fans still have his back. And they're still like, you deserve to get into Juilliard. Don't worry, we'll take it from here. We're gonna get you into Juilliard. We're gonna storm Juilliard for you, buddy, don't worry. Anything to get you in. All of this brings up a bigger topic of like, why are people so invested in this guy getting into Juilliard? This guy who like, has literally shown no prowess, no acting prowess whatsoever. He's been like, I botched my audition. I don't fuck with Shakespeare. He seems like a nice kid too. I just don't understand why people are like so ride or die for Axel getting into Juilliard. Probably a decent amount of them are joking and just thought it would be funny to like get way too into it and take his side. But I do think it's also kind of like the cute teen white boy effect, where like a fan base of 12-year-olds will literally do anything for a white guy that they think is cute. You know who I think probably hates this more than anyone? The students who actually did get into Juilliard. Just seeing this dude get rejected and be rewarded for like his not being very good at acting with a modeling contract and an extra 3 million followers. Meanwhile, you get into Juilliard and you get rewarded with student loans. I think that this guy is benefiting from a lot of privilege and maybe not realizing it. I don't know, man. He seems like a sweet kid, but also is sort of coming off a little bit like, I deserve this. Like he moved to New York expecting to get into one of the top 10 acting schools. Like that's why he says he lives in this apartment. And it seems like that sense of entitlement has been picked up a little bit by his fans as well. The whole thing kind of reminds me of like the Alex from Target phenomenon, when like just this random cute boy got like thrust into the spotlight and millions of followers because he was like attractive once. I don't know. Let's see how his modeling career is going. I wonder if he's posted any updates on that. Oh, this TikTok is called First Photo Shoot. He's a natural. All right, well, that's pretty much the whole Axel Weber thing. It seems like he's doing good now. He's got his modeling career going, and I guess we'll be seeing him on the cover of Vogue pretty soon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you do and you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. What's up, Greg? I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to another episode of Checking In on Troom Troom. For those of you who don't know, I have a U2s now. He's a little vinyl figurine that looks just like me. I've been working on this for months, designing this with U2s. Here he is. Sweet as can be. I wanted this U2s to be sort of an homage to some of my most popular videos, those being the Trying Troom Troom videos. So you'll notice he's got the little chocolate milk tie, the hot glue gun, and of course a Greg t-shirt. So if this is something that interests you, head on over to U2s.com. It is live right now. It helps support me, and in honor of releasing this U2s, I wanted to do a video where we check in on Troom Troom and see what they're up to these days. It's been probably over a year since I've made a video about Troom Troom, and I'm kind of surprised with the direction that their channel has taken as of late. First off, they hardly do any like life hack and crafting videos anymore, which is really weird because that was like their bread and butter before. I mean, that was like the reason people came to Troom Troom, for like poorly conceived crafts that were also executed poorly as well. They do upload some here and there, and they're still like really bad. Like this one about getting kidnapped, and it's all survival hacks.
Here she comes, taking selfies as usual. You can't get away now. Great job, Martin.
I kind of feel like I need to make a whole other video about that one because it's insane. But in this video, I wanted to talk about Troom Troom's newest venture, these sort of like relatable comedy sketch, funny scenario type videos that are pretty disappointing, honestly. Honestly, kind of mean. So here's the type of video I'm talking about. It's called Rich Bride versus Broke Bride. They've got a bunch of videos like this. Rich blank versus broke blank, where they sort of like compare the lifestyle of one person who is rich and another person who is very much not rich. It's sort of like a goofy comparison, and it's sort of meant to be poking fun at both of them. But the thing is, they're like kind of trying to be poking fun at both the rich person and the broke person. But like the only thing they have to make fun of the rich person for in most of these scenarios is that like, wow, they have so much money that they can do anything they want and their life is actually pretty sick. But the broke person though? Oh shit, dude, their life sucks, man. Broke bride has bubble wrap, wedding dress, and they can't hire a photographer, and everything's going wrong and it's funny because they're poor. So the first scenario is the proposal. It shows the difference between a rich bride's proposal and a broke bride's proposal. The rich boyfriend comes down from a helicopter in the sky. He gets down on one knee, says, "Will you marry me?"
Will you marry me?
Rich girlfriend says, "Yes."
Yeah!
Or sorry, yeah.
Yeah!
I feel like yeah is maybe a little bit too casual for the situation. And I promise to be there for you. Forever and always. Will you marry me? Yeah. Instead of coming down in a helicopter, the broke boyfriend just comes down in a regular ladder just from like the top of a wall or something. I like that they made it so that he still had to come from the sky. They didn't have him just like walk up or something, which would be normal. Or what? Actually, I guess it doesn't really make sense that they're like walking up and immediately proposing anyway. Do they know these people know each other? It's kind of weird in general that they just walk up and the first thing they say is, "Will you marry me?" But I just think it's funny that they made him come from the sky also, just in his own like broke way. Like it's a well-known fact that like if you're gonna propose to a girl, you have to come from the sky. You need the higher ground. It's like a fight. It's a tactical advantage and a power move. You need the higher ground and the element of surprise. That's how I proposed to Laura. So broke boyfriend gives broke girlfriend, now broke fiance, actually, the ring. I don't know what that thing is. Is it a toy? Is it like a fidget thing? It kind of looks like a toy for a toddler. Is this a baby? Even if you were kind of strapped for cash and you couldn't afford a diamond, why put a baby toy on the ring? Oh wait, I guess I misread the title. This says Rich Bride versus Broke Baby. Oh, sorry, they're not even gonna get married. That's just a straight up baby. Rich bride gets a beautiful wedding, and broke baby gets a nap. She's very tired from being so young and so broke.
Here comes the bride. Adele, Anthony, exchange your rings and vows.
Now it's time for the ceremonies. The rich ceremony is of course beautiful. It's a very nice looking wedding. Maybe a little bit tacky. The bride does have a bouquet made out of $100 bills. But overall the message from the rich wedding is just like, dang, they're having a great time. And this day is gonna be one that they remember positively for a long time. Also, I love the officiant's hair. He looks like a Jedi apprentice.
You may kiss the bride.
Oh.
Oh, what a sweet ceremony.
Definitely don't react like that when the bride and groom kiss for the first time.
Oh.
He says oh like he's surprised, but then as if he's aroused. Almost as if to say like, oh shit, I've never been to a wedding before. I didn't know they were gonna kiss.
Keep going.
Oh babe, this day is so romantic. I love you so much. Me too, sweetie. We're gonna remember this day for the rest of it. Oh my god. Babe, I think your best man is jerking off. Oh, whoa, what the fuck?
Good afternoon, father. Whoops, you're not ready yet.
The broke couple could not afford the same venue as the rich couple, obviously, so they decided to have their wedding at a clothing store. They go to get the priest in one of the fitting rooms and he's naked.
Whoops.
It is the same priest as the rich wedding, though, so I guess money can't buy you a better priest. But it can make him not naked.
Whoa! A stress reliever!
Damn, yep. I could have told you that was gonna happen. That's just one of the pitfalls of having a wedding at a clothing store. There's always gonna be some guy in a jumpsuit and sunglasses that wants to pop your bubble wrap dress. There's always that guy. Every fucking time. Rich couple is having their wedding photographed by a drone.
Hi!
Broke couple could not afford a photographer, so they bribed the security guard at the clothing store to give them the footage from the security cameras in the store.
Good afternoon! Guard, wake up!
Hey, wait a minute. I feel like I've seen that guy somewhere before, but I can't place it. Oh well. He's pretty vague looking. I'm probably thinking of someone else.
Thanks! You are the best cameraman!
This video just continues on like this. It's just scene after scene of the rich couple having the time of their lives. They hire like a famous musician to come perform at their wedding. Literally nothing goes wrong for the rich couple. There's not even like a lesson, like maybe the rich people are spending so much time trying to make this day perfect that they lost track of what the day's really about. It's about, you know, two people in love. They don't even do that. They're just like, this day was fucking sick for the rich people, dude. And then it keeps cutting back to the broke couple, and they're literally eating paper at the reception. Who is writing these? Is it a rich person? Is it an insanely rich person? Probably. Just like, how out of touch do you have to be to write this? Rich person wedding. What would that entail? Everything is normal and great. Being rich is normal, nothing to make fun of at all about these rich people. Okay, now broke wedding. Oh, what do they do at a broke wedding? Damn, that's crazy. I'm just now realizing I've never been to a wedding that wasn't for a rich person. What do they do there? I guess at rich weddings they eat food. So at broke weddings, they probably eat garbage? Sure, yeah, they're eating trash. Just scraps of paper. They're eating garbage and the bride has a dress made out of garbage. When it comes time for them to pay the tab at the wedding, all the groom has is garbage to pay with. All right, the script is done. Now it just needs a title. Rich bride versus garbage bride. Perfect. There's one point in the video where it actually seems like they're gonna like razz the rich couple a little bit. They're gonna be like, haha, they got their comeuppance. Look at them, now we get to laugh at the rich people.
Here's your reception invoice.
The waiter comes up during the reception to hand them the bill for the wedding, which is not how weddings work at all. Obviously, you don't pay for it like a regular restaurant check. And for a second, it looks like maybe they spent too much money on the wedding, and it looks like they're not gonna be able to afford it. That's a big problem for people with new money. They don't know how to manage their money.
Take my $1 million bouquet. This is still not enough.
So let's see what happens.
Thank you. Now it's enough. That was quite a splurge. We'll just make more.
What? They're just gonna make more? It's not gonna affect them at all financially? Of course, yeah, I guess actually that makes a lot of sense. Because that's how life works. I think this video is supposed to be funny, but it's just kind of making me sad.
Honey, this is the weather forecast for our wedding day. This Saturday, expect a tornado, a thunderstorm, and the apocalypse. It's horrible.
And the apocalypse? See, I feel like you should have mentioned that first. That seems like the only thing that would matter at that point. This bit actually is pretty funny though. They're worried that it's gonna rain on their wedding day, so the rich groom goes to the weather station and bribes the weatherman to change the weather, and that works. That's actually kind of funny. It did make me chuckle. Troom, what are you doing? Making me laugh? What the F? You're supposed to be cringe. Stop.
What? Will it be raining on our wedding day? Oh, great rain spirit!
Phew! That's better. I gotta say, there was not too much that was redeeming about that video, was there? Okay, next video. Rich pregnant versus poor pregnant. Okay, what's going on here? What is this supposed to be depicting? Why would they have a clothespin and a diamond plugging up their belly button? It looks like the clothespin is almost holding her belly shut. Do they think the belly button is gonna open up? Do they think that's where babies come from? In 9 months, the rich mom's doctor is gonna pull the diamond out of her belly button, and a very rich baby will emerge.
Doctor, there's a problem. My baby is born all alone in my tummy. A mother's intuition never fails. You'll think of something, right, doctor? For such a generous fee, you can work magic. Let's see if that helped. Yes! Wow. Now the little girl has a brother. You're amazing!
Yo! What? No! If your wife comes home from an ultrasound appointment and tells you that the doctor put another baby in her, that is not a good thing. That obviously would be bad.
It's urgent. I need to pick out a stroller. You need to see our special section. What do you think of this one? Wow, that's much better.
Troom uses these like weird voice sound effects that are very clearly just like stock sounds of people going like, oh yeah, or this one like, wow!
Wow! Yes! Now
they've used that one twice now, and I can't help but feel like it sounds like Mario. Congratulations, ma'am. You're having a boy. So then the poor pregnant woman just starts stealing stuff. She steals a cart from a guy living on the street to use as a stroller. She steals from the grocery store. Dude, this is so weird. Why? And then they put the same joke in here that was in the last video where the poor mom wants pregnancy photos, so she goes to a store and tries to use the security cameras to get pregnancy photos. They can't even think of original ways to make fun of the people in these videos. All right, these videos are so bad. I'm gonna be done watching them now. I'm just kind of worried about these videos are obviously for kids. I'm kind of worried about the kids that watch these videos. But you know what? Maybe they took something away from it that I didn't get. You know, maybe there's some kind of lesson in here, you know? No matter if you're rich or poor, you know, the amount of money doesn't make you a good mom. And being broke doesn't make your kid any less special. And we should appreciate broke moms just as much, if not more, as rich moms, because they have a lot more to go through to give their child a good life.
Who did you like better? Poor Lana or rich Liana? Tell us in the comments.
Liana. Rich one is the best. I love the rich. Rich Miana. Rich Rihanna. Danny Gonzalez really needs to see this OMG. All right, well, I think that's the end of this video, which means now it's time for a special sponsored segment. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call all my subscribers, and we're actually the strongest army on YouTube, based on a series of objective metrics that only I know. And all you have to do to join Greg is just subscribe and turn on my notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. What's up, Greg? Today we are going to be talking about the Brent Rivera controversy. Our boy has found himself in the midst of a pretty big scandal as of late, and I would like to talk about it. Most of this stuff did happen like 2 weeks ago. Your boy is evidently extremely behind on the times and famously never knows what the heck is going on, so I apologize for being so late to this trend. Apparently, Brent Rivera found himself in like a in real life beef with another YouTuber by the name of Tyler Oliveira. They had like an in-person dispute, and the craziest thing about it is, I think in some strange tangential way, it might be my fault. That's right, I might be responsible for one of the hottest YouTube beefs of 2023, Brent Rivera versus Tyler Oliveira. The Vera beef, so to speak. It all started when this dude Tyler, who's a pretty popular YouTuber in his own right, he's got 2.8 million subscribers. He posted this video called Brent Rivera Called the Cops on Me. Basically what happens at the beginning of this video is Tyler and Brent just so happen to both be at the Stanley Hotel, which if you didn't know is like the most haunted hotel in the US. It's the hotel that The Shining is based off of. I recently did a video there. They're both at this hotel filming a video at the same time about how haunted this hotel is. And Tyler steps out of his hotel room into the hallway at the exact moment that Brent is like filming a scene, kind of a staged prank. All of Brent Rivera's videos are staged because they're for kids. They're just in the hallway filming. And from there, a beautiful beef develops. A lot of animosity between these YouTubers out of nowhere. As far as I can tell, these YouTubers have never met before. I don't think Brent even knows who Tyler is, it seems like from this video. So it makes the immediate beef seem even more insane. But let's go ahead and watch the video and you guys can see.
It all started when I was staying at the Shining Hotel, came out of my room, and randomly found these two girls in the hallway. What is happening?
They're editing a video where he's pranking.
Who?
You'll see.
Who are you people?
What do you mean?
What is your name? Brent. Brent? Yeah. Brent. Last name? Rivera. What are you guys filming?
Hotel video.
What is this? Who are you guys? This is weird. We caught everyone off guard, apparently. But they caught us off guard. They almost shit our pants.
I cannot relate to this situation at all on a social level of like peeking out into the hallway, realizing people are filming something, and then like immediately being like, all right, no, actually this is my video now. And like stepping out into the hallway and being like, what's going on here, guys? Who are you with? Who are you with? What's going on? You filming a video? Brent Rivera, introduce yourself to my video, please. This is insane, dude. I'm so shy. If I stepped out into the hallway, even if it was Brent Rivera, who I've made videos about before, I've actually met in person before, I'd probably just be like, oh, sorry, and I would just duck back into my hotel room immediately. But Tyler, I guess, sniffs this out as an opportunity to make an even more interesting video than he was gonna make in the first place. He was probably just investigating the Stanley Hotel at first, but now he's got the chance to investigate a Brent Rivera video. You know, the only thing more interesting than finding out if ghost videos are fake is finding out if Brent Rivera's videos are fake. I mean, that is definitely up for debate.
So aware that I was in the middle of a fake YouTube prank, I wanted to see if Brent would admit it, because we all know his videos are fake and he steals everyone's ideas. I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you fake your videos?
No. Can you fake your videos?
No.
Alright. Okay. Have fun, guys.
Okay, so insanely awkward vibes now. They're both like so pissed at each other right away. It's like Tyler's like, they're filming a video in the hallway. Not allowed, dude. Only one influencer's allowed to film at the Stanley Hotel at a time. I gotta shut this down. So it does seem like Tyler is, in my view at least, like completely instigating this. Brent is catching a lot of heat for this, but I mean, if there is any beef happening here, at least right off the bat, it seems like it's all Tyler doing it. He just like interrupted a video shoot to do some insane investigative journalism to find out if Brent Rivera's videos are fake. So my initial reaction is like, it kind of seems like Tyler just, you know, thought this would be a good opportunity for views to fuck with Brent Rivera, which I guess it is because this situation kind of blew up. But I don't think there's any reason to go up to Brent Rivera and ask him if his videos are fake. I think we all know he could have very easily just sort of kind of like turned away and not paid him any attention like I have done for the past few years. With that being said though, I would expect Brent to have like a little more humility and, you know, take it a little more lightly that someone is kind of like playfully making fun of him. Like one of the first things Brent does is just be like, you're filming on an iPhone, bro?
Videos. No. Do you think your videos?
No. Check out my camera. I've got a DSLR with a giant ass microphone. So my videos actually couldn't possibly be fake. Oh, also, I would like to add that Tyler brought up this point that Brent fakes all of his videos and also steals thumbnails from other creators. And that is kind of why he decided to go up and confront Brent, because like Brent is bad for the creator community, right? He's just stealing thumbnails and he's copying ideas. I think that Tyler also kind of does the same thing, because when I clicked on his channel, I saw this video where he goes to this clown motel, and I've seen this exact thumbnail before. So I just searched clown motel on YouTube, and yeah, I started watching this video from 9 months ago where these guys go to a clown motel and it's like the exact same thumbnail, dude. You also copy thumbnails. Now, to be fair though, and here's where things get a little bit deeper, Brent Rivera also copied this thumbnail 7 months ago. So is Tyler copying the original thumbnail, or is he copying Brent's thumbnail to get back at him for copying other people's thumbnails? I don't know, but it does seem pretty convenient that he just so happened to be copying a thumbnail from videos that got 17 million, 11 million, 15 million views. Anyway, that interaction kind of breaks up. Tyler goes back to his room, Brent continues filming their video until Tyler goes to do the Stanley Hotel ghost tour, which he had scheduled for a specific time. So he goes downstairs, and when he gets there, Brent is now filming down in that hallway. And this is where things heat up even more.
So we go downstairs, only to find, oh God, Brent Rivera's right there.
Hey, go have fun with your 100 subscribers, bud.
Okay, if you were Brent Rivera, wouldn't you also think it's kind of funny, the videos you make? Wouldn't you also be like, yeah, no, I do get it. Like, I do make weird videos and they are all fake and, you know, it is a lot of clickbait and it's for kids. I'm acting goofy in my videos. I get it. For whatever reason, that's what I assumed like he would be like in real life. But Brent, like immediately, the second he sees this Tyler dude again, out of the corner of his eye, he gets down there, stands there for 1 second, and Brent just...
Hey, go have fun with your 100 subscribers.
Go have fun with your 100 subscribers? That's the most insane insult in the world, especially for someone who makes like the weirdest content on the internet, to be like, sorry you're not ballin' like me, dude. Sorry you weren't shirtless every day on Vine like me to get where I'm at right now. Busting your sister's legs open on the escalator at the mall to get where I'm at. Feels like he thinks his content is like high art, and anyone who dare interrupt his creative process or poke fun at it in any way is just a hater. A poor, no subscriber hater. This dude has 3 million subscribers too, by the way. I wonder how Brent felt when he found that out, when he was like, oh shit, this dude is actually... is really popular.
You don't have a directional mic on my camera?
And then his girlfriend starts making fun of his camera. Bunch of camera snobs on the Brent Rivera crew. Filming on an iPhone and you don't have a directional mic, dude? What the fuck is wrong with you? Your videos must be fake. Do you think Brent Rivera doesn't know his videos are fake? Like he goes through the process of hiring actors and scripting out the whole thing, but somehow he got it in his head that if he films it on a DSLR, then that makes it all real. So the whole time he's filming, he's like, I don't know how the fuck all this crazy shit is happening, but I mean, we got it on tape on the Sony, so it must be real, right? And then he sees like footage of tragic events taken on iPhones, and he's like, that's crazy. That looks really real, but it's not. It's not, man. That shit didn't happen.
Hey, we're filming our thing. You film yours. Okay? Let's not be.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Let's not be disrespectful. Okay. I don't appreciate the disrespect.
Okay. Respect my content, dude. Respect. What is the most recent video Brent Rivera made? Let's not be disrespectful, dude, all right? I did make Extreme Hot vs. Cold Challenge after all, okay? I did make This Girl Is So Strong No One Can Beat Her. Please do not be disrespectful to the greatest artist of our generation. Tyler, Brent gets so stern here, dude. I've never seen him like this before.
I don't appreciate the disrespect.
It's just crazy because it's like Tyler is, at least at first, he did instigate it, and he did start filming them when he came down the second time. So, you know, he's being kind of a jerk, but it doesn't seem like that crazy. Like, he's not doing anything that crazy. He's not like throwing shit at them or anything. He's just kind of like making a few jokes. And I feel like if Brent had just kind of lightheartedly brushed it off and been like, ha, that's funny, man. Yeah, they are fake, but you know, it's for kids. Then Tyler would have been like, all right, and then gone and filmed his own video. But instead, Tyler's like, hey, Brent, do you fake your videos? And Tyler's like, shut the fuck up with your 100 subscribers and your poor person camera. Get the fuck out of my hotel. Okay, so long story short, he runs into them again because they're all staying on the same floor. Speaking from personal experience, pretty much all of the haunted rooms at the Stanley are on the 4th floor, so they're probably all staying on the 4th floor in pretty close proximity to each other, so of course they cross paths again. Brent tells Tyler that security is coming and they're gonna call the cops or something and get them kicked out.
What do you mean? I'm sorry, they're gonna come and get you guys. They're gonna kick you out.
Brent is now filming on his phone, so I guess we can't trust anything that comes from that footage.
Listen, this is our personal space and you're recording.
This is our personal space. This hotel room is our personal space, all right? As they have the door open for him to see into. Don't look in here. This is our personal space. Get out of here, man. This whole hotel is our personal space. Eventually, security comes. They tell Tyler that if he doesn't stop, they're gonna call the police, and then eventually they call the police, and Tyler gets kicked out. So this was kind of a whole buzz on social media for a while. Tyler actually posted a clip of this on TikTok, and it got 3 million likes. It was just like a 1-minute synopsis of everything that happened. Okay, and I was about to talk about a comment that Brent left on this TikTok, but it is gone now. It was literally there this morning, so I don't know if he deleted it or if it's just not showing it for some reason. That's so weird, because this TikTok is from January 24th, and for some reason Brent just deleted it, or maybe Tyler deleted it? Well, it was just Brent telling Tyler to be respectful. Anyway, so both of them have made response videos since then. Brent made a response video to Tyler's TikTok.
We recently saw a viral video of 2 YouTubers arguing in a hotel hallway. Well, one of those YouTubers was me.
Well, one of those YouTubers was me, and the other one was an irrelevant nobody with less than 100 subscribers. So you should believe everything that I say.
So right when I was about to pull a prank on my friends in a hotel, this guy came up to me yelling and accused me of faking the prank.
So far it's like half true, because he was not yelling.
This guy came up to me yelling.
He did not come out of the hallway like screaming. But he did basically accuse you of faking your videos, and to be fair, your videos are fake, so...
And I'm not saying all my pranks are real, but this one was. We were just minding our own business.
This one was? What does that mean? Guys, all my videos are fake, but this one was real. I was finally turning a new leaf and he ruined it. Those 2 girls were ghosts. I was about to catch 2 real ghosts on camera for the first time in human history, and this broke asshole ruined it.
At a certain point, it bubbled up so much that I did what he wanted. I stooped down to his level and I said something that I should not have said. Go have fun with your 100 subscribers.
You know, all things considered, if Brent's bubbling up and finally having a meltdown and snapping is just saying, go have fun with your 100 subscribers, man. I mean, honestly, he handled it pretty well then. If that was really him snapping, that was a pretty calm snap. To be fair, that was like the second time he saw Tyler, so it is kind of crazy that it only took that amount of time for him to completely lose control. You see a guy twice and you just like black out and go into a fit of rage. I blacked out and called this guy poor and broke and irrelevant. I don't know what happened. I support you, Brent. Whatever you said, he deserved it for real. You could have said anything to him. You could have said the most heinous shit imaginable, and I would have still supported you. I got your back, dude. Don't worry, Brent, you're good. So it looks like people are forgiving him in the comments. It is kind of interesting because you never really see Brent Rivera in like a serious setting where he has to like atone for something he did. He's usually pretty silly, goofy, wacky in his videos. So to see that kind of like cadence carry over into the way that he does this apology is kind of funny. It does kind of have the vibe of like, what's up guys? In this video, I'm gonna be apologizing for some heinous shit that I said. And then of course, like any good internet beef, you have the response video to the response video to the original video. So Tyler responded to Brent.
Brent, you're a liar. Here are the receipts. Also, I'm on the toilet, so I'll be quick.
These videos to make great content for you guys. And
you don't make great content. You sexualize your friends and your sister for views in these weird love triangles. Look at this video.
That's crazy, dude. Brent's like, look guys, I'm sorry about the way I acted. Like, I obviously shouldn't have said that. And he does skirt a lot of the blame, don't get me wrong. It was not a perfect apology. It was not even a great apology. But Tyler's like, oh yeah, well you wanna fuck your sister. Another day, another Brent Rivera L. You ate and left no crumbs. It's sad to see his comments full of his fangirls supporting him, seeing everything. The comments on these make it sound like this is like a real extreme situation that like one of them really fucked up. They just had like a bit of a spat in a hotel lobby. It's not even that crazy. It's just kind of funny. But I just love the comments being like, don't worry, dude, I believe you. Your fans got your back, man. No matter how bad it gets, in the darkest of times, we'll always be there for you. It's like he was just filming a fake prank, dude. Calm down. Like I said at the beginning of the video, there is a part of my brain that can't help but feel like this might be, in a roundabout way, my fault. Brent Rivera is known for copying titles and thumbnails, right? He's known for copying video ideas. Tyler Oliveira has at least copied one thumbnail. And I'm not saying this to brag or anything, but the video that I made about the Stanley Hotel did way better than any of my usual videos. It has like 9 million views. I actually went to YouTube on in an incognito tab one time, not logged into YouTube at all. And like next to a bunch of Mr. Beast videos and stuff, my Stanley Hotel was getting recommended to people. So I don't think it's that crazy to wonder if maybe one of them was inspired by my Stanley Hotel video and wanted to make a similar video, and so they ended up being there at the same time as one another. And if that's true, first off, I would like to apologize to the staff of the Stanley Hotel for having to deal with this, man. You guys, I'm sure, deal with the most insane shit all the time. People trying to fake haunted stuff and just people probably try to summon demons in this hotel. And from my experience making the video, the staff at the Stanley Hotel was so nice. And they also did have other stories of YouTubers coming there and like breaking shit and fucking stuff up. So again, I have no idea if they saw my video and took inspiration at all, because their titles and thumbnails for the video aren't copying mine. So, you know, maybe it's all just a coincidence, but you never know. Okay, so quick update. It's the next day after filming the previous portion, and I guess Brent decided that one response wasn't enough. He needed to make sure that he had the absolute last word on the situation. Yesterday, this other commentary channel, Dumpy, posted this video called Brent Rivera Wants to Delete My Channel, where basically he explains that, I guess Dumpy was also covering this whole Brent Rivera controversy. I guess Brent Rivera decided to try to copyright claim Dumpy's video to try to get it like taken off of YouTube. Although Dumpy does say he's not entirely sure it was Brent Rivera, because sometimes you can have like a company working for you that does this without you knowing, if they're going and copyright claiming just people straight up re-uploading your videos, and they, you know, sometimes will flag commentary videos. But to me, it seems like Brent is just trying to avoid all of the negative publicity from this, which it's like, dude, there wasn't even any to begin with. And then you go and do this, you start trying to like take down videos and give people copyright strikes. You didn't even look that bad, man. I mean, it's like, it was hardly even your fault. The other dude was instigating, and a lot of people were honestly giving you the benefit of the doubt. And now you just look insane. He probably also thought this dude Dumpy had 100 subscribers, so no one would find out if he tried to take down this dude's video too. But he actually has 240,000 subscribers, and I feel like now this is just gonna lead to even more people talking about Brent, because this is like a clear misuse of YouTube's copyright system. In fact, in Dumpy's video, he even says that YouTube like emailed him, Dumpy, to say like, hey, just so you know, someone's trying to get this video taken down, but your video's fair use, so you're good, we're not gonna take it down. Brent, if this was you, dude, don't, dude, just let it go. Your fans are like 8 years old. They're not even gonna see these videos, man, let alone care. They don't have like the nuance to even understand that someone they like could be wrong in the first place. So they're gonna be on your side no matter what. You're fine. Just keep doing you, man. Keep doing this, buddy. You're fine. Okay, anyway, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. That's what I call all of my subscribers. So if you want to join Greg, turn on my notifications and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.